Yo, mic check. 1 2 1 2. Hello, good afternoon. 5:11 p.m. Pacific, Friday. Welcome to day 14 of Virtue's Last Reward. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. Thank you for lurking. Thank you for listening. I am somewhat late today, but I think I am slightly earlier than I was yesterday, and I will probably stream a bit longer than yesterday, which isn't saying a lot, but it's still longer. So, but yeah, I am looking forward to, oh my God, I just thought of the puzzle we were doing. I'm totally like drawing a blank now. I don't know what to do. But let me go ahead and tweet. Why do people? Go ahead and tweet out. So those people who actually look at the tweeter can see that we are live. Find a funny GIF. All right, I'm gonna go with this Homer one. Wait, no. No. Exercise. Sorry. Damn it. Come on, man, give me a good one. Dude, I'm being like too selective. Hold on. Yo, why is there like no gifs of people like lifting food in order to like get steps on their Fitbit? How is that so difficult to find? All right, we'll go with this one. This one's kind of funny. All right. I am ready. Sorry about that. Day 14. Well, let me also plug in my phone really quick. 1 second. 1 second. All right. So we are 33 hours, 35 minutes exact. We're in the crew quarters, and I have no idea what to do. I kind of just want to look up a hint. What I know has to do with this. I just don't know what to punch in. I don't have any items. $25.92, right? $25.92. What if I try calling the room? Oh shit, wrong button. No use, no one's answering. Wait, why? I'm actually just gonna look it up. I'm gonna look it up. Actually, no, I'm gonna think very, very hard. I'm going to think very hard right now. All right. Crew quarters. Load up the tape, body parts. The actual like body part hint was kind of useless because I mean we just went ham on the poster. Okay, get escape password. Okay, to get the escape password, look at the numbers on the girl poster. Okay, girl poster. All right, we're gonna go look at the girl poster. I'm not gonna read the rest of it. It's related to the girl poster. Wrong room. Get the girl poster. There's a pinup poster on the wall. I can't see through it no matter how I try. I mean, why? What do they want me to look at? Hold on. Since the triangle on the girl's leg was pointing down, since the triangle on the girl's leg was pointing down, but it's pointing up. Oh. Dude, that's so random. That's so freaking random. So basically one number. Wait, no, flip the stars. Flip the stars 6 to get a 9 in the second spot. The original number was 1689, but now it's 1986. Random. I would have never guessed that, I'm gonna be honest. Maybe there might be a little part of me that thinks that I might have been able to solve it, but let's go with no, or it would have taken a really long time. 1986. 1986. First try. Oh, so this number works too. The color is different though. Star or sun. Oh, this one's different. Shapes are different. Placement. Okay. Sun. Oh, my bad. Sun. Aha, unlocking successful. I wonder what's inside this time. Wait a minute. If I look through the stuff in here without telling Fi and Alice, it might be suspicious later. You took something when we weren't looking. Yeah, those two are bad. Those are two bad sides I really don't want to be on. I think I'll just go get them before I go through it. Well, that was easy enough. Hey, what's this? Did you open this, Sigma? Yeah, who else could have? Why didn't you tell us sooner? What? Forget about it, Alice. Let's just see what's in there. What's this thing? It's a map. I'm gonna skip most of this because we kind of know the gist. Yes, we can go back after we've done the puzzles. Yes, I understand. Yeah, it seems like it. And this key is how we're gonna get out of here. Open the door at the end of the hallway. Yes. Let's go. Wait, what about this book on top of the safe? Oh, it's a book about cats, but do we have time for that, right? Meow? Meow? Sorry. It's this sort of, I guess you can call it a tick. I've had it since I was young. I wish I was just kitten, but I can't control it. It's not dangerous though. You're perfectly fine. Not dangerous? Anyway, the book's called Schrodinger's Cat. Don't you mean Schrodinger's cat? Oh, you've heard of it? I think it'd be hard to find someone who hasn't heard of it. For real? Do you know what it is too, Alice? Of course I do. I was just wondering why this book was here. So what is Schrodinger's cat? It's a quantum physics thought experiment. The book probably discusses the principles the experiment talks about in more depth. See, Erwin Rudolf Joseph Alexander Schrödinger was a scholar of the theoretical physics in Austria. He was born in 1887 and... Wait! Is this going to be a long story? Yes. Thought so. How about we talk about it later then? I mean, we just found the key that'll get us out of here. You do have a point there. Yes, he does. We should leave now. Alright, let's go. So they took the book. I'm ready. You found it. We made our way down the hallway and at the end waiting for us. Can we skip this? No. Hey, it looks like the gang's all here. What's up?
Nothing's up. We left our room and it left. And ended up here.
Sigma, let me see that map you found earlier.
All right. I think above us is floor B. Oh, no matter which door we took, all of them led back here.
It's the same as the map we found in the lounge.
The lounge?
Oh, we found something like that too.
Yo, you know what I just realized? You know, the assumption is that Radical 6 is the one that's been like killing people. So the people being stabbed, sure. Like, to an extent, that makes sense, right? Because, I mean, you can stab yourself. But some people died in various ways that weren't like... It wasn't logical in the sense that you'd want to, like, off yourself. For example, when we found Kay dead in one game, he was axed in the back. And I don't think that's physically possible for him to do. But like besides that, I mean, we found Tenmyoji and Clover tied to a drain. Oh, but you know what? At the same time, like, we've also caught Dio doing like some shady shit too, so it's possible that he could be the one doing that stuff. But it still doesn't really explain why or how like Kay got backstabbed when I think when we found him, that's when Dio was also dead. So I don't know.
Our room was an infirmary.
That's so. We found ours in the crew quarters.
Maybe we should sit down for a bit, exchange information.
No. There's plenty of time for that after we check out this elevator.
Just like the other floor.
These doors have colors on them too.
Let me skip. Yes.
No, looks like we don't have a choice then. We gotta head back. Clover, how about you show him that note we found?
No.
Oh, okay, hold on. Huh? Was it something about supplementary rules? Because we found a note just like that.
Yo, so did we.
It was in the infirmary.
Yeah, we found one too. It was in the safe in the crew quarters. Alright, whatever. We've heard all this shit before, okay? Good. We know. Skip! Oh, that's true. Oh, yes! Oh, yeah. I remember that. Oh, I remember.
So, this is the crew quarters, huh?
Just as the note said. We had no trouble getting in here.
That means we can go to the infirmary or the lounge.
Nope.
Yeah, we can check out any of them.
Hey, look, Grandpa!
Look how happy he is. Look, Grandpa! It's the stuff you have at home!
They got a poster of a lady in here. It looks like the ones you got back home.
What the hell, man? I didn't even know he was gonna say that!
This one's pretty hot.
This one's pretty hot. Okay. Way to be a good influence for your grandson.
I think we're talking at least 14, maybe even 15 EU.
What? Is he serious right now? He's talking about age, right?
Agreed.
I sure would like to take it home with me.
Wait, unless he's talking about price. Because if he was referring to like age, that would be really weird.
Fortunately, I don't think this is really the time for that. Let's keep moving.
Whoa, hold on. Grandpa? Yeah, we know they're grandpas. I mean, but yeah, grandpa? Or have they always been that close? In other words, they know each other for the Nonary. Nonary game in the park was calling Tim and Grandpa. Maybe they're even related. Allison and Clover seem close too. Just how many of these people knew each other already?
Let's go, buddy.
Look how happy he is.
I can't wait to get out of here and back to my grandpa videos.
Grandpa videos? Yo, he's ready to fap.
Oh, you mean the ones you keep in the locked cabinet?
He knows.
Shh. too loud, Quark. You have to say these things quietly.
This game is naughty. This game's lewd. A little bit lag or something. Come on, yeah! We've seen all this shit. K Quark and myself each gave 1 card to Luna, Alice, and 10 Myoji, then we headed into the AB rooms. There wasn't really any discussion about who'd go into which door, but Fi and I found ourselves heading toward the leftmost room. Looks like everybody else has gone in already. Think we should head into?
Why are you asking me? Just hurry up and get in there.
You. Okay.
An Ambidex 45.
What? This game's got a time limit too?
Something wrong?
No, nothing. There's no one here.
What are you talking about? Of course there isn't anyone here.
Well, yeah, I know.
Let's get inside.
Yeah, right. Wait. I don't know what that was about. This was the room we were in.
This looks just like the room we woke up in.
Huh. Well, the device work.
Yo, a bookmark with the host. Happy Friday, bookmark. Thank you very much. Yeah, well, there's one thing that's different. Yeah. Yeah, it looks like there's something on it.
Shit! The hell are you doing, you idiot?
What? I just pressed the start button.
Did you even read what it said?
It said start.
Once you press that button, it locks the door for 40 minutes.
Wait. What?
Now, thanks to your stupid ass, we're stuck in here for almost an hour.
Oh, really?
Yes, really. Ugh.
Oh, I thought we were voting already. My bad.
Hey! Looks like everybody's closed their AB gates.
Just on the way home listening in. Oh, okay, cool. Thanks for listening in. I literally just started. AB game?
That's the door to the AB room, silly. You're in the AB room right now.
So this has actually never happened where we were the people to open the door first. So, huh.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I'll be continuing my earlier explanation.
Now, let's get this party started!
Let's get it started.
Let me tell you about the AB game. Since it's a game, you're obviously going to have an opponent.
I notice.
For example, Siggy and Fido paired up with Alas and went through the cyan door, didn't they?
Mm-hmm. To the crew quarters, yep.
That means that Siggy and Fido will be playing against Alas. And it goes the other way too. Alas's opponent will be Siggy and Fido. Obviously, that means Potassium and Cleaver's enemy will be Hemioli.
Potassium and Cleaver?
And BO and Quirk's enemy will be Mooney! Well, I guess enemy isn't really the right word, is it?
Well, I guess potassium is K.
After all, if you choose allied... What? Don't get it? Well, don't worry.
I get it. I just
First, I want everybody to focus on
speak
the screen
quicker.
on the device.
Oh, okay.
Then. I think that about does it for the basic rules. Well,
Actually, there's a little bit.
We'll just have to wait, I guess.
Well, why does it have to wait? No, it won't.
30 minutes remain until...
Anyway, I don't do something harebrained and wait until the... Bye-bye now. Have a nice trust.
Bye-bye now. Man, what are we going to do?
About the AB game?
Yeah. Should we choose ally or betray?
Yeah, it's a tough call. This is really kind of an interesting game. Seems like it's based on the prisoner's dilemma.
What's that?
You've never heard of it? It's a thought experiment that uses game theory to examine why people do or don't cooperate. Let's say
Whoa, this is
Apple and
new.
Banana have committed a serious crime.
It's kind of cute. Apple and Banana?
I just gave them the first names I thought of. They don't mean anything. Anyway, Apple and Banana are caught by the police and sent off to separate cells far away from one another. In other words, there's no way for them to contact each other. And they're not like telepaths or something. So that's the setup. You following me?
Yeah, keep going.
So, a detective shows up. He visits each cell and tells them both exactly the same thing. It goes something like this.
You can both clam up if that's what you want. We're gonna have to put you both in the slammer for 2 years if you do. Now, if you flip on your pal over there, tell me everything. I can get your sentence reduced to 1 year. That means your buddy will serve 15, but that ain't your problem, man. Of course, if he decides to spill the beans, it goes the other way. He gets 1 year, and you get to spend 15 years eating government cheese. You're probably wondering if both of you confess.
Well, it depends, how close are Apple and Banana?
Well, I can shave off a little time for saving you trouble, but you'll still both do 10 years. So, punk, what's it gonna be? Gonna give me what I want? Or you gonna keep that trap shut? Of course, I told your partner the same thing I just told you. I wonder if you can trust him to keep the cat in the bag. No rush. Give you plenty of time to think about it.
So that's the prisoner's dilemma?
Yeah. What would you do?
That's a good question. I mean, it depends how close I am to the other person. That sounds kind of messed up in itself, but...
Say you were in Apple or Banana's shoes.
Well, If my erstwhile criminal associate Banana is going to keep his mouth shut, then the best choice for me is to spill the beans. That way I only serve 1 year. Oh, but if he stays silent, if we both stay silent, it would be 2 years, right? But what if he confesses too? Then the smart thing would be for me to do the same. After all, if he cuts a deal and I don't, then I'll spend 15 years in prison. If I confess, I can shave 5 years off of that. Then it seems like the best choice is always going to be confess.
Interesting. But you're forgetting something important.
Which is?
That Banana will be thinking the same thing. So you'll both confess, and you'll both end up serving 10 years. Do you get it? If you both trusted each other, then neither of you would have served more than 2 years. But because you both made the decision based on your own self-interest, you're gonna spend 8 more years in prison. In other words, the logical decision leads not only to a less desirable outcome on the group level, but also a pretty shitty situation on the personal level too. You see now? The A-B game is the prisoner's dilemma.
Yeah. They're pretty much the same thing. If we trust Alice, we can both increase our BP by 2. But if we don't trust each other, in the long run, it won't benefit either of us.
Yeah, but this is where it gets interesting. Let's say for a moment all 9 of us are on one team. Who would we be playing against?
0, of course.
Right. So we can assume the 9 of us are fighting 0 in the AB game. If you look at it that way. What would we want to do to beat him? Just look at the point totals. Say we all picked Ally. What would our total points be?
Right now, it would be 4. 2 times 9 is 18. Wait, what? 18 points.
Okay. Now let's say one of the pairs chooses Betray.
The pair who picked Betray will get 3 points each, so in total they'll have 6 points. But the solo they betrayed will have 2 points subtracted, so the total gain for that game would only be 4 points. The other 2 groups could choose Ally for that round, right?
Yeah.
So for the other teams, you'll get 6 each, which will give you 2 times 6 is 12. Plus 4, 16 points total.
So, what does that tell you?
If we consider all 9 of us to be on the same team, we need to always choose Ally to get the most points. If even one person chooses Betray, the total points we get goes down.
In this game, if each individual acts for the benefit of the whole group, everyone benefits. But if everyone starts looking out for themselves, it'll impact the group negatively. And eventually, it'll impact them negatively too. If all of us choose Betray, then the group gets 0 points. Ultimately, nobody benefits, not even the individual. In other words, selfish but logical decisions hurt everyone, and they hurt you.
Okay, I think I get it. What you're saying is that I should pick Ally.
No, I mean the opposite.
What?
If you're going to make the most logical choice here, the only option is Betray.
What? Why? You just explained why that was a terrible idea.
No, I didn't. It's not the prisoner's solution. It's the prisoner's dilemma. Even though there's an outcome where everybody's happy, the choice you'd have to make for that outcome isn't the rational one. You want to pick it, but you can't. A dilemma. If we choose Ally and Alice does too, then yes, it'll be great. All 3 of us will get 2 points. That would be ideal, obviously. And it would help everybody. But what if Alice chooses Betray?
Our BP will go down to 1.
Right. And if that happens, we're screwed. So
20 minutes remain.
unless we can be certain that Alice will choose Ally, we don't have a choice. We have to choose Betray. Unfortunately, we don't have any way to know that for certain. That means we have to make the rational choice. It would be great to make the right choice, but we can't.
Hey, guys! Happy Friday! Hey, did you just say we're screwed? If you don't mind telling me, what did you mean by that? I'm guessing something happens if our BP hits 0, right? I mean, the way you said it sure makes it seem like something's going to happen. Do you know something? You do know something. What are you hiding? Yeah, you know there's been something weird about you from the moment we met. I mean, for starters, how'd you know my name?
Oh, knock it off.
Yeah, I totally forgot about that.
This is getting old.
I don't care if it's getting ancient. This is important. I don't know you, but you seem to know me somehow. The only explanation I can think of that makes any kind of sense is that you're working with 0.
What about you?
What? What?
Are you working with 0?
No, I'm working with 1. Me? Why would you think that?
You're too calm. You wake up trapped in some kind of twisted game and it doesn't even faze you. That hardly seems normal.
Oh, come on, I could ask you the same thing.
Don't change the subject. We're talking about you. Maybe you actually do know me.
Fido, your dog. What? Where the hell did that come from? Look, I already told you I've never seen you before in my life. Wait, what? Wait. What was all that?
Sigma.
Huh? Yo, this is like the beginning of the right side. How come there's like so much stuff going on? The hell?
Just let it go.
Let it go, let it go, na 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 na.
Our time's up. This is it. Before it ends.
Rip stream? Wait, what? I don't think so. Can you hear me? You mean like I'm gonna die? Is that why you say rip stream?
I wanted to tell you thanks. You know we're about to die, but you still stuck with me.
What?
So, thank you, Sigma. Goodbye.
It said video download error or something on my end. I had to refresh. That happens to me sometimes too. But yeah, nothing odd with the stream though. I didn't drop my internet or anything. Are you watching like on mobile or on a computer? What the hell was that? What was that?
What's wrong?
I saw
Saw what?
the explosion.
Explosion?
I think there's a bomb somewhere in this building. I'm not sure, but it sounded like it was on a timer. You and I were trying to stop it, but we couldn't do anything. And oh, you're on your laptop. I feel like I've already asked you this, but I know you primarily like you play on PS4, but you don't game on PC, right? Just primarily PS4.
Whoa, Sigma! Calm down. What are you talking about?
I saw the future. Gah. Ow.
What is it now?
My head.
It hurts?
Yeah.
You know, you said it hurt when you first woke up in the AB room, too.
It didn't just hurt. It felt like it was going to explode. I don't game on PC anymore. Just not comfortable for long sections. Okay. Yeah, I understand.
Are you alright?
I think so.
Maybe you should rest a little.
Yeah, maybe I could just lay my head on your lap. Huh? Oh, look at her face. She's like, oh. Oh.
Of course. I shouldn't have worried.
Fine, I spent the rest of the time until the door opened in silence. The AB game was forgotten as I tried to make sense of what I'd seen. Had it been real in any way, or was it just a hallucination brought on by stress, or maybe some strange drug they dosed me with while I was out? It had seemed real though. Was it a premonition? I had to stifle a bark of laughter at the thought. Seeing the future, that wasn't some crappy sci-fi novel, this was real life. Things like that didn't happen. I was just tired. The stress of the Nonary game was probably getting to me more than More than Phi thought. I was tired and I was emotional. Hallucination was strange, but really it was perfectly understandable. But what if I wasn't losing it? What if I was fine? What if it hadn't been a hallucination? I sat there for what felt like hours, my mind running in circles.
Five minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes. All play if no vote.
What the hell was that?
What? Do you need a translator? If you don't vote fast enough, then it'll set your vote to ally. Makes sense? Or do I need to use smaller words?
She's so mean all of a sudden, man. I thought we were getting close and stuff. She was hugging us in the future. So if you plan to pick ally, then you don't really need to go into the AB room.
I guess not.
You know, that's a good way to make somebody trust you. Is be like, you know what, I'm gonna ally with you, so I'm not even gonna go in the room.
We're already in here, though. So we might as well figure out what we're gonna do. What's it gonna be, Sigma?
What they should do is, once they can telepathically remember that they have to vote, they should make it so no one ever goes into the rooms when they have to vote. So everyone will always pick ally.
Ally or betray?
Why are you even asking? You made it pretty clear that we should choose betray.
Well, I didn't say should. I just said we didn't really have a choice.
That's the same
It's
thing.
completely different. The former is an active opinion. The latter is just passive information.
Whatever, you still want to betray,
Yeah.
right? Then why did you ask me? So we never really finished our conversation from earlier. You said that we'd be screwed if our BP dropped to 1. What did you mean by that? Is something going to happen if our BP gets to 0 or something? It's weird how she knows all of this already.
We die.
What?
If our BP drops to 0, we die. The needles in our bracelets activate.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Well, how the hell do you know that? 0 never said anything about it.
I don't know. I swear, I don't. I know somehow.
I swear.
There's just this feeling I've got. Like, that's what'll happen.
Oh, come on, that again? You fed me the same lie when I asked you why you knew my name. How can you know all these things when there's no way on Earth? Wait, did you see it?
What?
Did you have some sort of, I don't know, premonition?
What? What the hell are you talking about? You sounded like a crazy person the first time, too.
Yo, the funny thing is, this is the first time this is happening.
Seriously, Sigma, are you okay? I think there's something wrong with you.
This was wrong. Fi was supposed to be acting strange, not me. Instead, here she was asking if I was okay. But what if it wasn't just her? I watched you play this for several hours and still don't really get the premise of this game, but sort of enjoy not knowing. I think that's like 99% of the time how everyone is gonna feel playing this. Like, there's always questions and never really any answers. Like, they give you like little bits of information to kind of make your own theories up, but nothing's really like concrete or explained. And I'm assuming even when we get all the like endings that kind of expose things and explain things to us, it'll still be one of those like really open-ended answers where you're like, okay, well, if I take this information, like, what does that mean? Kind of like the first game, but the first game was a little bit more straightforward, I felt like. But I don't know yet. I mean, we don't know yet. That's kind of Zero Escape so far in a nutshell. It's like, it's not one of those games. It's like leading up to all of the questions you have. So I guess in a way it kind of makes the ending more worthwhile, because you put all this effort in and you want to know what happens. Like, you want your theories or your questions fulfilled. That's kind of how I'm at right now. Like, I just want to know what is going on, but I also want to see how it leads up to those things, right? Because I feel like in this game specifically, if you see the ending without knowing the context of things, then it's not really gonna click for you, is how, like, at least that's how I feel it's gonna be. My head felt awful. It was like someone had thrown my brain in a food processor and hit puree.
1 minute remains until Ambidex game polling closes.
But I definitely feel as if there's some out of world element, because when we did see Dio's ending, we were on... It was weird. It felt like we were on a different planet or something, but at the same time, it looked like a scene from a movie, so it could be fake. I don't know. But I do know, yeah, there is a disease that causes people to go crazy and like kill themselves. So there's that. That's kind of for the most part been confirmed, and that's how a lot of people end up dying. But still, like, you don't have that like confirmation. You just kind of take evidence of all of these things and put them together, and it's like, okay, well, I think this is why it is what it is.
Hey, it's almost time. What are you gonna pick? If you aren't going to do it, then
No, I'm fine. I'll do
You're
it.
gonna choose betray, right?
It's a lot to process, honestly. And I mean, honestly, there have been streams that have been relatively short, but at the same time, if you look at our save file, we have spent like 30 plus hours on the game and 14 streams, which is, in a nutshell, would be almost 2.5 weeks. But I mean, it's kind of been extended way beyond that, just because we started playing this before the holidays, and it's going beyond the holidays. Plus, like, I'm not able to play for like huge chunks of time. But you know what else I realized? Like, what was I gonna say? The save file says 33 hours. So let's say we divide that by like 4 hours a day, or 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32. That's like 8 days of streams, right? I mean, if we did stream for 8 days. So I can pretty much say confidently that half the time we're talking and half the time we're like actually progressing through the game. Yeah, don't worry about it.
All right, take it away.
30 seconds remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
The funny thing is, when I go to... Here, I'll show you guys. When I go to the site, How Long to Beat, I usually kind of research how long it's estimated to take a game for us to finish. And for like past experiences, it seems like we kind of lean towards the main plus extra amount of time. I think it was main plus extra, not completionist. Yeah, I feel like we're in usually the main plus extra territory. Like it's pretty similar to what's listed under this site. Which is odd considering like look what we're doing right now. Like, we're not actually playing. Like, I'm showing you guys a website. But this says 36 hours, and in-game we're 33 hours in. So it's probably going to go a little bit past that, but relatively close. I mean, give or take, I don't know, 38 hours, maybe 39. But other games have been, pretty like close. Let's save it real quick. Actually, let's save it. The only thing is, it doesn't look like we've made a lot of progress, because we've only seen officially two people's endings, but we're kind of like working our way down, and we'll probably get all the endings all at once. Dude, that's gonna be like information overload. I stood in front of the selections arena and took a deep breath. This was it. I ran over my options one last time. There was only impossible choice. We're gonna, oh shit. Uh-oh. I should have seen the flow chart. I'm just gonna hit ally, because we are good people. And then we'll hit betray once we need
Round 1 of the Ambidex result. Thank you, Ambidex.
Fine doesn't like that though. She's a betrayer. As Fine and I stepped out of the AB room, I could see the others running toward the projection, shoving and pushing. Hold on, let me see where we're at. Okay, okay. Whoa, got all this. So I guess we make another choice like right here, which is pretty close, but this one's just like straightforward.
What the hell were you thinking?
I'm a nice person.
Did you hear anything I said?
Yeah, I was, and yeah, I did.
Then?
Well, I want to believe in Alice.
It's not really a rational decision.
I know.
Yo, what's up,
What's
Siggy?
I can't skip.
No! Hey, what are you kids doing over there? We're about to announce the results.
Let's go. We'll find out if you made the right choice.
I'm gonna say Alice allied with us.
Good. Looks like you're all here.
Let's get ready.
Ambidex game! Round Nonary!
If everybody would please direct.
Ally. God damn, Alice, you bitch. Damn, Temioji got messed up too. Dude, freaking Dio and Quark allied with Luna. Really? Usually they argue like who hit betray, so it's kind of weird to see that they both allied here.
Here are the results from your game. Now, let us check the numbers on our bracelets.
Kiyu! Fado! Hey Alice, you bitch! What the hell is this?
Excuse me? I just made the most rational choice. The best way to minimize risk and maximize reward in this situation is to choose betray. Anyone who thinks otherwise is, well, an idiot.
Oh, fuck you, bitch. Fuck you, bitch. Why? Why did you do
I
it?
could ask you the same question. Why did you do something as stupid as choose ally?
Dude, I will rip off that golden toilet seat and hit you with it. Why haven't you? I mean, after I admire for... Never mind. Haven't you heard of the prisoner's dilemma? The best solution is for all of us to choose ally.
Oh, really? All of us, huh? Kay and Clover chose betray too, you know.
Yeah, so? Are you Kay and Clover? Huh?
Yes. I know about the prisoner's dilemma, but everyone picking ally isn't a reasonable outcome. Just look at the results for this round. What do they tell you?
You're a
You're a pretty
bitch.
tender-hearted
That's what
guy to
happened.
trust somebody you just met. Well, maybe tender-headed would be a little more appropriate in
You
this
know,
case.
I was just trying to make a good impression on you. You seem like a very friendly person. You know, very open-minded, but I was wrong. What?
Oh, was that upsetting? My apologies. I'm only trying to warn you.
Alice is right. You made a stupid choice. And thanks to you, our BP is down to 1 now.
You're stupid.
Fantastic, baby.
Oh my god.
Has anyone really been far even as decided to use even go wanna do look more like?
Wait, what? Has anyone really been far even as decided to use even go want to? I'm confused. Kiyu, thank you for the 2-month resub. Thank you, Kiyu. I'm not, you might have to rephrase your question. There's a lot going through my head. This should help. What is this? Oh shit. Copy.
Have you ever had a dream that you want him to do you so much you could do anything?
Yes. The answer is yes. It's funny because I've seen that before. I set my jaw and stomped away from Alice and Phi. My hands had balled themselves into fists, but my throat was tight and my eyes stung. Knees weak, mom spaghetti. Why had she done it? Quark, Dio, and Luna's group, on the other hand, seemed calm, almost happy. Guess I had to shoot you and me. I think like in dialogue form, it's hard to remember.
Thank you.
Oh my god. You know what's kind of sad is that there was so much Luna going on our initial playthrough, and then freaking 30 hours later, it's just like she's kind of an afterthought, even though I do like her character a lot.
I'm so happy you chose Ally.
Look at that smile. No problem.
Well, to tell you the truth, Mr. Dio wanted to pick Betray. What?
Hey!
Mr. Dio told me to pick Betray so that we could get 3 points.
And then you overpowered him, right?
He said we could escape together. If we betrayed you, then we'd have 6 BP. And then, if we betrayed someone in the next round, we'd have 9.
Oh. Dio, is this true?
No, that's not what happened at all.
Dude, how could you, Dio? Out of all people, you disappoint Luna? What the hell's wrong with you, man? You monster.
Kidding! I lied.
Wait, you're a monster.
That was a joke.
I hope you get Radical 6 and sit inside of a hyperbolic time chamber soon.
Mr. Dio would never do something like that.
It was a joke?
I found an amiibo in my laundry this morning. Nice. Yo, it's nice when you unexpectedly find things that you weren't looking for. You know, kind of like when you dig in your pocket and all of a sudden you got like a 20. It's like, whoa! I just won the lotto.
Yeah. Man, you really had me going there.
But then at the same time, it was my amiibo. I didn't expect it to be in the laundry. You didn't like wash it or anything, right? Because that would be bad. I've actually never had an amiibo, but I know about them. You washed it? Does it still work? I mean, can it still do what it's supposed to do?
I really surprised you, huh?
You haven't tried? Well, you know, you can do the Asian thing and like stick it in a thing, like a bucket of rice. But I don't know if like the water affects it somehow. I want to say it should be fine. There's probably not a lot of electronic parts in it. And even if there is, it's probably not like, I don't know. I think if it dries, it should be okay. Zelda smelling fresh though. I want to imagine he smells very stinky IRL.
So you really were planning to choose Ally all along? Thank you. Thank you very much.
Don't worry about it. We only did what anybody else would do. Right, Mr. Dio?
Oh, I meant she. Zelda.
Yeah. Exactly.
I understand. I guess I just haven't had enough time to earn your trust.
Yes, Zelda, the dude with the green with the sword, and you know, he has the shield, and he saves Link and Mario.
I suppose you could say that. I just didn't really expect you to be so nice about it.
It looked like there had been some sort of, hold on, can I skip this? Nope. There had been some sort of argument between K Clover and Tenmyoji, although whatever seemed to have resolved itself amicably. We missed it.
Zero, when does the next round start?
It's just an NFC tag. It should be, it should be okay. Plus Zelda smells fresh. I imagine Zelda smelling very fresh IRL. Link on the other hand. Yeah, I was thinking Link for whatever reason.
What makes you think we'll be having another round?
Oh yeah, oh yes, Ambidex key cards, yup. If you don't do the thing, you get killed, and Dio's like, what?
If I had to guess, I'd say it's going to be Tenmyoji. Or Siggy. Oh, or maybe Fido. Or maybe everyone?
Last time I put my clothes in the dryer and I heard some banging, and I'm like, it's probably a pencil, and just walked away. Yeah, it tends to happen a lot if you put something with like a zipper sometimes inside of the dryer, but like coins or something. But yeah, good thing it wasn't like a marker or something.
What?
Why?
I guess I can tell you why. Anyone who's BP drawing pretty.
You die from the pre-workout juice.
Correct, Siggy.
I didn't read that. I should have read it. Pre-workout juice, that is what he meant. So, if I hadn't been right, but how had she known before Zero told us?
I see.
It was not a pencil.
Phi Sigma and I only have 1 BP. That means we'd have less than 0 if we lost 2 points.
I took a moment to go over everything in my head. The AB game would continue until someone opened the number 9 door. There were no rules about how many blah blah blah. It did change. I'm yellow now.
So am I.
Oh, you bitch. Luna!
It looks like the color wasn't the only thing that changed.
What do you mean?
My friend is sending me a Chrome amiibo. That's a character, right? I don't know why. The first thing that pops into my head is I've heard that. I feel like I've heard that name, but in like Smash. I think it's a meme in my friend group that I cheat. Oh, he's a fire. Oh, okay. He's a Fire Emblem character. Yeah, I've heard of the name before, and I want to say I can picture the character. I've just never played an actual Fire Emblem game besides Smash.
Well, it looks like our groups have changed too.
He's not the big like gargoyle looking dude, is he? No, I don't think there's a gargoyle looking thing. Is it? I don't know. I have no idea. I'm not gonna say anymore. I'm totally wrong.
I was a solo last round, but now it says pair.
Wait, really?
Really?
Mine still says solo.
Solo.
It looks like Luna and I both changed.
She's going solo, lo, lo, lo,
Although I've gone
lo.
from solo to pair.
I'm the opposite. Mine went from pair to solo.
No change here. Still a pair. I guess this must be magenta. Are you two magenta too?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Quark, Clover, and I are cyan.
I think Mr. K and I are pairs. And Miss Clover is a solo?
Is this Crom? For Crom. Crom is actually is from Conan. To Crom. Ah, this guy. I know, like, some people. I know some people have been playing the Switch Fire Emblem game, which I heard is really good. I do want to play a Fire Emblem game though. I actually have thought about. I mean, there's like a whole bunch of games that have multiple parts that I always think about playing, like Persona, Fire Emblem, Far Cry, like a whole bunch. Like there's like a handful of stuff that I thought about. But I know Fire Emblem has like 1 million. Well, not literally 1 million, but it has a lot of games. But he's cool. He's cool. Prince of Ulysses. I probably shouldn't read spoilers or something. I'm never going to read anything about Fire Emblem because one day, hopefully, I will play it. I mean, it's more of a joke, but he's sending it to me for Christmas birthday. Nice. He told me he was sending me a gift and told me that he picked it based on one time I said he's hot. I mean, that's a good reason.
Looks like it.
When did they change?
Back when the AB gates closed. As soon as the gates close, your colors get all shuffled up automatically.
We know. That's where he gets shot in the dick. Ah! That's my favorite part. He didn't tell me what it was, but as soon as he gave me that clue, I'm like, oh my gosh, is there... Oh, yeah, it's funny how you, like, know immediately. Why is this happening to me? I spent a few minutes wallowing in misery. I figured I deserved at least a little self-pity. But even I knew that brooding and whining wasn't going to get me anywhere. I know which guy I said was hot. You're picky? I don't know. Maybe, like, I guess you can say, like, maybe you're picky, so, you know, you don't think a lot of guys are hot. You think one dude is hot, and you're like, oh, that's the guy. That's the guy I'd want. But I don't know. Like Kay had said, we need at least to try and find another way out. I'm not that picky. It's alright, just a scenario, but it's good. It's good not to be picky too. I don't think I'm that picky. I have like I want to say for me, just very generalized, I have a high ceiling, but a very low floor, if that makes sense. So I shook my head to clear it, stood up straight, and headed off. Alright. But he's the only hot character I figured would be hot, and an amiibo. Amiibos are usually cartoony, and this guy likes to meme on me about amiibos. I should look more into amiibos. I don't really know too much about them. I know they connect. They're used to connect to peripherals. High ceiling, low floor, so you like basically everyone. think when I say that, the first thing that comes to my mind is food, not so much people. But I mean, even when it comes to people, I think I'm always okay. So like in person, I might not seem like a friendly person. I'm usually kind of the laid back person, and I don't really talk to people first. And I think a lot of people are kind of like that nowadays. So, you know, not a lot of people talk, but yeah, I'm usually kind of the one in the back, and I don't really speak to people first. But when you speak to me, I'm usually very friendly, and I feel like I usually get along. I try to get along with everybody. But I'm sure a lot of people say this stuff about themselves. But I do really feel as if I'm not a very judgmental person. You know, like I'm not gonna judge you based on, you know, like one thing you said, or, you know, because you don't fulfill like a certain criteria or something. I mean, I'm not gonna get specific, but I try to be friendly with everyone. So most of the time, if you don't feel like we're friends, it's because you don't want to, like, you don't really put any effort to like befriend me, not because I don't like you. I'm like, that sounds like I'm a terrible person too, but I just don't want people to get the wrong impression, like, oh, I'm not talking to you because I don't like you or something, or I don't think you know, or like I don't want to be friendly with you or anything like that. It's just like, if you don't talk to me, I'm usually not really like the talkative type. Anyways, I don't know why I was going into that. I'm a slut. You know, on a yeah, I won't elaborate. I don't slut shame. You can be a slut. So I told the guy about finding Zelda in my laundry, and he's like, what were you thinking? Zelda wanted to get fresh before Chrome arrives. Oh. I can see that fanfic already. You're not describing this well. Just say you're bad at reaching out. Yeah, it's true. I'm not really I'm not good at reaching out to people. But I would say that I'm friendly. I think I am the same way. People often think I am mean, upset. I have resting bitch face, I think. Yeah, I don't think I have resting bitch face, but I don't really come off as friendly if you don't know me. Which is weird, because some people say the opposite. They're like, oh, you totally seem like a friendly person. I'm like, really? Then how come no one talks to me? How come nobody wants to talk to me? See, but we're, even though, we're similar, Aegis.
Oh, hey, Sigma.
Like, I like you, you like me, we're cool, and we know we're both like that. So, there's no judgment there, I definitely have resting bitch face. I've gotten better at that, though. Honestly, I think I had resting bitch face when I was miserable. I think it was just temporary. I mean, we can say a lot, and it's understandable. I mean, it's hard to be happy on the outside when you are miserable about something. We're human. It only makes sense. And a lot of times when you are in a bad spot, I mean, you don't really want other people to be happy either. Not because like you don't always intentionally mean to be that way. It's just sometimes it just happens. And I get it. Like, even for me, when I'm I think that's why for me, when I'm angry or mad about something, which I try not to be in that sort of mind state, I've been better lately. Like, I always try to think positively, and if there is like some negative scenario, I usually try to just like brush it off, or in the case of if I'm like angry or mad, I kind of just I don't know what I was gonna say, like, not ignore it, but yeah, I'm just super shy. Yeah, same here. I'm pretty shy too, you know, and I'm definitely an overthinker, so I'll say something and then I'll be like, did I, you know, if they react in a negative way, and not because they are reacting in a negative way, but because I perceive it that way, just because I have so many thoughts going through my head, I'm like, well, did I say something wrong? You know, did I offend them in some way? You know, so it's hard. It's hard. I grew up in the rural South and I thought fucking people hated me. Turns out I don't actually hate people. I just hate stupid people. Yeah, I agree. I think I'm more... I feel like I'm in a state where if I do run into somebody that's, you know, quote, stupid, I'm more like, they're more misinformed. You know, they're just ignorant to the situation or something. And I try not to let my opinions dictate things. I try to let more facts and actual evidence. You know, before I used to be different. You know, everything... I don't know what I'm trying to say. It's just, you know, the argument is always like, oh, my way or the highway type deal. And I've never been like super blunt or anything like that, but you know, like inside I'd feel that way at times, but not as much. I feel like I'm a much more positive person, and I try to give everybody the benefit of the doubt and stuff. You know, I'm trying to be a more accepting person, but of course there's like a limit and whatnot. Some people you can't, even with like facts and data and evidence and things like that, sometimes you just can't educate or persuade people. I don't even want to say educate. I'm just saying educate in context, but I'm not going to make them feel like I'm trying to educate them or anything like that, because then that's just implying that you think they're dumb or they're ignorant. But if anything, we both know they're like, or we all know they're like lacking information. Anyways, I'm just rambling. Let me read the chat because I'm just rambling to myself. I can be outgoing, but it takes a lot of energy for me to do so. Yeah, same here. And usually when I do, I feel happy that I did. But like you said, it takes a lot of effort, and sometimes I don't want to put that effort in. I moved away and I'm like, oh shit, people are fun. I don't know, change of people. It depends, like, the environment you put yourself into also, right? I change the people I hang out with, and now I don't get angry as often, like, ever, to be honest. That's good. I mean, being angry is never gonna really be a great thing. That's called social anxiety. Yep, you sound like me. I know. I think a lot of people are similar nowadays in that context. I try to keep that attitude in a small religious conservative town. There are definitely stupid people. Yeah. You can see it way more now, especially with the internet, and places that are far away can seem much closer. But even though that data or that ability to talk to people, no matter how far they are, they're close, it still doesn't take away from the fact what type of environment or what type of place they grew up in, right? Because a lot of that kind of dictates the person that you turn into. A lot of people are ignorant. Yep, ignorance is just a state of. But then a lot of people just like they want to fulfill their own agenda, so they don't want more information. They just want to find specific information to support whatever they think. What's up, Tokabi? Long time no see. Ignorance is an attitude. Disagree simply not what the word means. Attitude is being open or not to receive new information. I'm sure there's a word for that, but it's not ignorance. An attitude. It's like a form. It's a form of it. I mean, it's very like generalized. There's no real. There's better words. That kind of support certain whatever instances, but if anything, it's all very generalized. Closed-minded. Yeah, I do. Of course. How have you been? Happy New Year. Oh, hey, Sigma. Wait, what was I doing? Oh yeah, we're playing Virtue's Last Reward.
Can I get you a seat?
A seat? Bigoted? Probably bigoted. Closed-minded is a good word also. I mean, it gets straight to the point, right? You're not really open to listening to anything, whether it's like evidence to support something or facts, or just trying to change your attitude because you are like misinformed. So like your attitude is a portion too. Like attitude is kind of a certain mindset or personality, and sometimes with that type of mentality, like you're closed-minded and you don't really want to hear specific things, even if they may or may not be true. Ignorance is simply you don't know in its simplest. Yeah, exactly. Because people take ignorance. Ignorance sounds like a terrible word, right? It almost resembles the word idiot, but it's not really. Like idiot sounds very mean, right? But if you think of ignorance in its like actual definition, it just means like you don't know. Like you don't know, and it's okay not to know, right? But if you don't know and you're willing to learn, that's a lot better than not knowing and just making shit up in your head, and you don't want to hear something because that's what you believe in, right? Like beliefs, I mean, evidence is a lot better than beliefs. Like beliefs isn't actual, it's not an actual fact. I mean, it could be. I don't even know how the hell this is like the equivalent of wiki surfing. Just like go to one topic to another. A lot of straight middle class dudes that are ignorant to what other classes might experience. Yeah, it's so weird because even if you're like you live in the same area, sometimes it's almost as if you grew up in different worlds. And even if you consider that, like, you can be local to somebody and it's just like people aren't familiar with like certain like things. I'm trying to just be more general about it. Imagine somebody who grew up somewhere that is completely different than what you're used to. Because I didn't really think much about it living in California and whatnot, but when I look at it as a whole based on other places, whether it's in the States or in different countries, like I realize that, I'm what is the word I'm looking for? I don't want to say like lucky. It's just more like something that I see as an everyday thing. Others might have never like experienced it. I don't want to hear that varies a lot. Has been an insult, and it makes sense that it's stigmatized. Yeah, a lot of things is stigmatized, man. That's why stuff like cringe and just things that are not So the difference between being normal and thinking outside the box is just a box. I know that sounds weird, but the difference is being on the inside or being on the outside. Like a lot of people who think outside the box, you know, I'm quote outside the box. Those people are judged by people who don't think that way often because it's not the norm, right? But I mean, what is the norm? I think a lot of things in society, normal, I don't know what I'm trying to say. Like, normal isn't normal, right? What is normal? It's just what, like, the trend or something? I don't know what I'm saying. We just talking. You ignore stuff and miss out on learning. Yeah, I mean, being open-minded is awesome. Yeah, sometimes it might make you feel awkward to experience new things, but that's kind of the difference between staying in the box and going outside of the box, you know, going outside of your comfort zone. Are you high? You talk like me when I'm high. High on life. We usually explain it when topic comes up is that your life circumstances are the roll of a die. You get a bonus +1 if you're white or bonus +1. See, that's how I know you play board games. You're still roll a 1 though, and you only have 3 and someone else. Life is RNG. A lot of life is RNG. Being able to have more than simply your own perspective and truly not lie to yourself about it. Yeah, it's true. Yeah, a lot of people do lie to yourself, honestly. Right? I mean, I think because in a way it sometimes does bring us comfort, but I get it. I'm just trying to be more understanding in a lot of ways. You sound like me when I'm high. Best stream has ever produced. Thanks, man. It's RNG with bonuses when Emp tells you how to think. Uh-oh. 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 What the box? Literally out of the box. The box will come crumbling down on you. I've never seen this. What is this, a Toys R Us commercial? PBS? Oh, it's an actual show.
Oh, hi. It's good to see
Oh, I've seen this. I just didn't know what the name of the show was. I've seen this. I've seen this. Out of the box. I've never heard the song though. I think I've only seen it when I've been flipping through channels or something. All right, let's play some games. We can still talk. Are you some kind of waitress?
What do you want?
What do you mean, what do I want? I just came here to check up on you guys. You should make that into a sound bit. Out of the box. Out of the box. So, this is the lounge, huh? Yo, did you hear they're actually bringing back Toys R Us? I remember, dude. I still remember. I don't even know like how the hell I got into Toys R Us. Out of the box turned into Toys R Us, and I'm about to tell you guys a story. I remember when, you know, if you've been to Toys R Us, I don't know if they did it like more recently, but back in the day, they had like a whole wall with like pictures of the video cartridges with like little pieces of paper that you pay for, and then you go to like the pickup window to buy the games. But it's like a huge wall, man. It's crazy, right? Like every kid's dream. Like, you can see every single game on this wall. This is like in the Nintendo era. And so I remember this is when Super Mario Brothers 3 had just come out, and I asked my mom to buy it for me, and she didn't buy it for me. So then I was so like angry. I was so mad. I mean, I wasn't throwing a fit or anything, but I was like one of those kids who on the drive home, I would just stare out the window and not like look at my mom. And then like the next day she bought it for me, and I still kind of feel bad about doing that because like I probably put like a huge guilt trip on her, and I was a terrible child. I still remember that though. I feel bad. Like my kid's gonna do that to me one day, and then I'm gonna realize how my mom felt back then. I have the best memories as a kid there. Yes, the wall. Remember the plastic flippy things that had the front and back? Yeah, and then when the tag's not there, it says like it's out of stock and whatever. And they were blue. They were little like blue tag holders. They did that for like the bikes and stuff too. Did you look happy when you got it? Dude, of course. You're an awful son. I know. This is the lounge, huh? But yeah, they're bringing it back. But it's like hard for them to compete because of the internet. It's easier for people to kind of compare pricing and stuff. So it's hard to compete. Because in a lot of ways, a lot of businesses stay afloat because of what we were speaking about earlier, which is ignorance, right? A lot of people make money based on people's stupidity. A bar, a sofa, and 3 ladies. I feel like I'm in the VIP room. Oh damn. Look, we got Clover on a little iPad screen.
Can I get you a drink?
Oh, yes, of course. You better not be underage.
I turned 21 just the other day.
I see. Well, I guess we could probably have a drink or two then. The Toys R Us video game aisle. I know, man. I still remember. Literally, you shouldn't guilt yourself if she bought it to make you happy and you were happy. That's what she wanted. Yeah, I know, but I shouldn't have acted that way. I know I was a child and I was just, dude, I wanted it so bad. I never really act that way too. Like, I would consider myself a pretty well-behaved child, but man, I just remember I'm like, maybe if I be this way, she'll feel bad and buy it for me, and she did. But looking back, I'm like, man, I was messed up. Fortunately, as much fun as that sounds like, I don't think it's a very good idea.
Why not?
This isn't really a good time to be getting wasted.
It seems like this sort of thing is exactly what makes people want to drink in the first place.
Have you ever given someone a gift that they were really excited about? I have. Yeah, I have. You got a point.
Sigma.
I can't think of anything off the top of my head, but I think I am I think very hard on what to get for people. I think of it as a game. That's why I might have mentioned this during around Christmas. I was going to all these gift exchanges and white elephants, and I was so pissed because I was, like, I spent so much time picking stuff that personally, like, I would actually want, whereas people like pick shit. It looked like they just like straight up took it from like the gas station or something like that. Like they didn't put thought into it. But I mean, you can't expect everybody to be like you. And in hindsight, it's probably something really dumb to be upset about, because you don't know like what or why they pick certain things, right? I mean, you don't know everything about everyone. I'm gonna get the booze. Isn't that like so fun? It is fun. Social requirement for white elephant. White elephant, you assume you get trashed. I didn't mean white elephant specifically, but I meant gift exchanges. I don't do white elephants anymore because nobody wants, like, from like the people that I hang out with, nobody wants like joke gifts anymore. Sigma, I'm just kidding. Besides, I've got a headache. Drinking is probably not the best plan.
It hasn't gone away yet?
Well, it was fine for a while, but now I guess the bastard's back.
Are you alright?
What? Yeah, I'm sure if I just leave it alone, it'll go away in a bit. That's how it went before anyway. Wait, what is he talking about? Has this been happening to anyone else?
What? The headaches?
Uh-huh.
Now that you mention it, yeah, I did get one a bit ago. I feel fine now, though.
I see. I feel there is this confusion about what a white elephant is these days. Yeah, I agree. And I think some people get white elephant type-ish gifts, even though it's not an actual, quote, white elephant themed event. I like trying to find a joke gift that is still fun. I did it this year. I remember one year, this was like 10 years ago. You always remember the shittiest gifts during these events, right? And I remember, okay, so no offense to anybody if you've done this, but DVDs are usually like, it's an unwritten rule, like no DVDs, right? No DVDs. It depends though. Like some things are okay. Like if you get the Lord of the Rings director's cut box set, hell yeah, that is okay. But no like DVDs for the most part. No DVDs. What up, Janzer? But I remember one year someone brought R. Kelly's what was it, Trapped in the Closet or some shit like that. I still remember that gift till this day. And I'm like, why the fuck did you bring that? Like, why? And in hindsight, it's actually an even worse gift because it's freaking R. Kelly. Don't get me wrong. I actually listened to his music back then. You know, I still have some of his music on my playlist, but it did not age well, and it wasn't even like that great at the time. Yo, what up, Robbie? Remember I told you that I gave out a book at work on how to look smart? Yeah, I do remember that. I thought that was actually like a pretty unique gift. We never participated in that and at an office party. Never heard this rule. It's not really a rule. It's more like my rule. But most people, they don't really bring DVDs. Like the rules, like some of the rules for gift exchanges are no DVDs, and gift cards are the I couldn't think of a gift and I'm lazy gift card. That's what usually gift cards are, which is okay, because I mean you let people choose their own gift. Like Amazon gift card, like hell yeah, dude, I can buy my shit when it's like on sale. 1 year for Christmas on my birthday, 4 days away, I got socks and a pencil sharpener. Oh no. I'm sorry. I mean it depends. I mean, we all like certain things, so maybe you wanted socks and a pencil sharpener. I did use that pencil sharpener, I suppose. See? I mean, you used it. Did not age well. Wow. Yeah, that was a terrible quote. I mean, terrible in context. Like, Asian R. Kelly do not go well. The whole book is satire, is really funny. So there's a poster that came in the back of the book with the book, and the person who got my gift put the poster up in our work conference room. Nice. sharing the loot. I was 14. Oh, yeah. If you were 14, I'm pretty sure you'd want other things. I feel fine now, though. What about you, Luna?
You know, I think I did have a bit of a headache earlier.
Not me. No headaches here.
Well...
I wanted video games, damn it. Like, yeah, exactly. You guys seen the one video of the kid opening an N64 and like flipping out, right? And his sister's like flipping out. That was me. That happened to me. It was an actual N64. Like, I remember all the moments I got certain consoles. Like my Genesis, I remember walking home. This is when I was in elementary school. I was walking home from school when you could actually do that back then. Like, I'd walk like 4 blocks from elementary school to get home, right? Can't do that now. I walked home one day, and I think it was my dad. He was outside. He was like near the trunk of his car. So then I walked up, and he's like, "Come here." And I'm like, "Okay." And he opens the trunk, and then boom, freaking Genesis console right there. Dude, I don't remember how I felt, but I remember that moment. It was very exciting. It didn't traumatize you at all. I want a video game. It was me too. Ocarina of Time and Banjo-Kazooie were my childhood. Dude, I know. You know, I actually never beat Ocarina of Time. The funny thing is, I bought Majora's Mask off of eBay. This is like back when eBay was just like in its infancy. I remember buying Majora's Mask, and then my brother played it. Actually, that happened to me a lot. I'd buy a game and I wouldn't get to it, and then like low-key my brothers beat it and I didn't know about it. Like a Metal Gear Snake Eater, I never beat it. Like the actual, I had a physical copy of the game. I never beat it, and then like somehow found out that my brothers had just like 100% it when I wasn't around or something, and like I never knew. Walk home from school? I know, man. Your dad is the coolest. He was cool. Trunk console for the win. I got 2 systems for Christmas, my GameCube and my DS. Nice. I've actually never owned a DS. The last Nintendo handheld that I had, besides my Switch now, is I had a Game Boy Color. I had a Game Boy Color, and a Game Boy Advance, and that was it. I did have a GameCube. Dude, GameCube was awesome. You should play it. Did you play Banjo-Kazooie? I have not played Banjo-Kazooie. I just know of it. Majora's Mask is my favorite Zelda game. Nice. I haven't played. I grew up on Nintendo and Sega, and then after the PlayStation came out, I played less Nintendo. I did have a GameCube. I didn't play it like a lot. I did eventually get a Wii. This was like when Wii was super popular, and it was like impossible to get. I think I told this story on stream once, how like a mutual friend, like my friend's friend, couldn't pay like his car payment. He had like a Beamer or something, right? He couldn't pay his like car payment, so he sold his Wii to us with like a bunch of games. It had like one of the games was like Wario. It was like a party Wario game for the Wii. And back then I lived in an apartment, like a top floor, and I remember I used to make so much freaking noise playing that damn game, but like my neighbors never complained. I was like shocked, honestly. I was about my books and I read them and I would read them. That's how I got into Harry Potter. Man, everything I'm reading from you guys is turning into a story. So in the case of Harry Potter, I've never read the books. And I actually only experienced all the Harry Potter movies maybe a year and a half ago or something. Like I kind of just like binge watched them all. I was like, oh, okay, now I know why people like Harry Potter. And the funny thing is, right after I had watched Harry Potter, maybe a month or two later, we went on a cruise. And you know, the cruises usually have all these like random ass events to like fill the time that you're on the boat. So one of the events was like a Harry Potter trivia thing. So I was like, hell yeah, we're gonna go to this Harry Potter trivia thing and we're gonna like kill it, right? We're gonna win $2 voucher. I don't know, whatever. I don't know what the hell it was. So we go to this Harry Potter trivia thing, and the first question is, what is the name of the dog? I think. What is the name of the dog in the first Harry Potter, which I can't even remember still. I'm really bad with names. What, like one of the dogs, the dog that belongs to the dude who like guards the Sorcerer's Stone. Like, I couldn't remember that dog's name. Right? So then I walk up. Is it Cerberus? I was like, shit. So right. So then I walk up to where you pick up the pencil and like the little paper to fill out the answers, and I put it down, and the dude like hosting it just looks at me and like gives me this face like, I can't believe you. And everyone saw me do it, and everyone's like, boo. And I was like, I'm old. I don't remember. I don't know. I just thought it was funny. Let me see. I've missed so much. DS has some gems. Yep. I was always jealous of my brother-in-law because he has a DS and he played Monster Hunter on it. I'm like, I want to play that. And like Animal Crossing, which I'm looking forward to playing on Switch. And then 64 and a Game Boy Color. Nice. Same here. Dude, N64, Perfect Dark. That was my game. And GoldenEye. So I have my GameCube installed. Double Dash is so damn good. I never played Double Dash, but I remember. Was Double Dash the one where you can have two people in your cart? You've gone nowhere. Chat is being too charming. I know. We are socializing. We are. And we talked about how we are socially, but look, we click. We all have stories to tell. I don't know. I don't care about the game. It's okay. It's all right, Janzer. I care about you. Tragic. The movies are not good. Sorry to offend just about everyone. I don't know. Everyone says the books are better, so I'm not really offended. I don't get offended that easily. I had to HB from books on tape. Game Boy Color. I got into Harry Potter from books on tape and Game Boy. Is it Game Boy Color games? GBC. The movies are pretty good, but the GBC HP games are better. McFly, Marty, Doc, Hagrid. Hagrid is the name of the owner, as far as I know. Cerberus is the actual dog. Barky Bark and the Barky Bud. Yo, what up, Triad? It is Fluffy. What did we win? Fluffy the Cerberus. I came back into tail end of the story. How I couldn't name the dog, so I put my paper and my pencil back to answer the questions. Then everyone they didn't actually boo me. They're just disappointed in me. I like Perfect Dark a lot. Yo, it was awesome. I got an expansion pack and everything. Dude, that shit was so expensive. That is Double Dash, the 2 people Mario Kart. Yeah, I never played that one. We are VR troopers. What are we talking about? Books versus movie. Harry Potter. That belonged to the guy, and I was like, Hagrid. Oh, the dog, yeah. Double Dash is probably the best Mario Kart. Dude, I remember the OG one on the N64. Dude, it was so weird because the N64 controller was so... It looked weird when you look at it, but it functioned so well. Like the way that it was designed, it worked. It freaking worked. And nowadays I'm like, man, console FPS games are just like, I don't know. It might be because I didn't play PC back then, but I felt like it was a good controller for those type of games. Well, what?
It's hard to explain.
Gotta hurry up and go through the dialogue before something interesting comes out in the chat. It's okay, you guys can talk, man. Don't feel like you shouldn't say something. It's hard to explain. I just feel kind of weird.
Your head feels weird? No. My body feels weird. Like my whole body.
Do you want a massage? Do you feel kind of numb? I think I've got the same thing. It's kind of like, like when you fall asleep on top of one of your arms. And then when you wake up, the arm kind of feels like it's not really yours anymore. Alien, it has a vestigial arm. It's not just my arm though. My whole body feels kind of numb and foreign.
I don't know. I guess it's kind of like that, but...
Oh, if that's what you're talking about, then yeah, I know what you mean.
Really?
It's kind of like my body isn't really mine. I'm sort of floating. Like that?
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe it's because of the anesthetic gas.
The what now?
It might have looked like white smoke. The stuff they used when they abducted you.
Oh yeah, the thing they shot us in the dick with. Ah, my dick!
It seems like we were unconscious for a long time, so it must have been pretty powerful stuff.
You think this might be some kind of side effect?
Well, it could be a side effect, or it could be that it just hasn't worn off completely yet.
Idiocracy. You know, it's funny that you mentioned that. I thought about... Okay, to answer your question, I've seen part of it. I've never watched the entire thing. But I thought about watching it recently. And it's always referenced when people think about society these days, but I won't elaborate on those kind of things. Well, it could be a side effect, or it could be just that it wasn't worn off completely yet. But I know it has Luke Wilson, and it's like ironically funny.
Whatever. That's not important. Right now we need to figure out how to get out of here.
When you said on my dick, it sounded like my balls. Both dick and balls. It's a funny movie. We should watch it after you stream. Ouch My Balls was a show in the movie. Ouch My Balls was a show in the movie. Oh, is that why you brought it up? You see, that's why I couldn't put two and two together. It's like wiki surfing. Everything connects. All right, I'll go have a look somewhere else then. Maybe we can watch it. I don't know about after I stream, but I thought about that like before, watching streams and stuff together, or not streams, but like movies and whatnot. You guys going to stick around here?
Yeah. Haven't really taken a good look at everything yet.
Okay. Catch you later then. I've seen the movie more than a few times. I think I usually come across it when it's on TV. Like when I used to have cable or something, and I think I would flip through like TNT, like it would be on. There's been like a handful of times I've like come across it, but I just like never had the chance to watch it all the way through. Not because I didn't enjoy it, it's just whatever like didn't give me an opportunity to watch it. I love watching things with other people. Yeah, same here. Once upon a time, I used to look for websites where you could watch or stream things and watch them with people. I actually think there's one, I don't know if it still exists, but there used to be one that kind of mimicked a movie theater. So you'd pick a seat on this website, and then you'd have a host, and the host can like play like YouTube or what's that other site? That other can't think of it right now, but it's like a very high quality like streaming site with like a blue bar. That's all I can think of. I wave goodbye and headed towards the exit. Where to next? Infirmary. There are a lot of places like that, but Discord hasn't promoted video hosting, sharing like Rabbit did. Yeah. I've actually, I've watched stuff with people on Rabbit, but not as much as I would like. So, this is the infirmary, huh?
Oh, Sigma.
Alice.
What's up with your face? You look like you just saw a roach.
You betrayed me.
Are you still angry?
Of course. I'm teetering on the brink of the abyss thanks to you.
I didn't have a choice. I'm just trying to get out of here like we all are.
And that's enough to justify screwing someone else over.
It's not what I meant, and you know it. If I'd known for sure that you were going to choose Ally, then I would have chosen Ally too.
Easy for you to say that now.
What? Am I such a horrible person for wanting to get out of here?
By yourself, yeah.
I have to get out of here. There's so many things I still want to do.
I know your secrets, Alice.
Like what?
Well, let's see. I want to wear lots of gorgeous clothes.
You mean ill-fitting?
I want to eat tons of delicious food and fall in love.
What an idiot.
You always be like 10BOG, all right? Fap to anime videos.
Excuse me?
And I was going to take your side, but after that load of horse shit, you're on your own.
Ugh. Look. Let me try this again. I'm frustrated. But there really is something important I have to do.
Which is?
Avenge my father's murder.
What?
That's what I have to do.
Her father's murder? Her father was Hongu. What happened to him? Could you elaborate on that?
No, I couldn't. This isn't the kind of thing I should be telling people I don't even know.
Fine. Just tell me one thing. Does your father's murder have anything to do with us being trapped here?
I have no idea. As to why you're here, your guess is as good as mine. But it's possible that his death is connected to my abduction.
Meaning?
I was on their trail. I was tracking down the people who killed him.
How close were you?
I can't say. But it's possible that I was getting close enough that they decided something had to be done with me.
Are you a detective?
Well, I wouldn't really say I'm a detective. Not a bad guess, though. Why are you guys looking at me like that?
She's undercover as a hooker. Well, I mean, you don't really have the detective look.
I didn't say I was a detective.
Then what are you? CIA?
No.
Fine. Well, whatever you are, you don't look like one.
That's fine. In my line of work, the less I look like what I am, the better. Better I keep him guessing.
Hey, what's the deal with you and Clover?
What's she got to do with anything?
Well, you know each other, right? I was thinking maybe you were related or worked together or something.
No. She has nothing to do with my work.
Why you lying? Why you always lying?
She's just a friend that I met somewhere.
Where's somewhere?
In the middle of a desert.
The desert?
Yes.
In Egypt.
But that's an awfully long story. Wait, hold on. Why am I the only person getting the 3rd degree? That doesn't seem fair to me. How about you guys give up a little personal information too?
Well, Dio, who works at Barnum and Bailey Circus. Tembioji is an old dirty man that looks at hentai. And I am a dude who gets shot in the dick a bunch of times.
We'll start with you, Tenmyoji. Who are you?
Just a garbage collector.
Any ties to Zero?
None.
What's your relationship with Quark?
He also has a cat tick. Oh, right. That is true.
You two know each other, right?
Do I have to answer that?
Well, if you really don't want to, it's not like I can force you.
Oh.
Man, speaking of cats, I sometimes just like randomly start watching cat videos, and like 2 hours later, I'm still watching cat videos. I don't know how the hell that happens.
And I apologize, but I don't have anything to say about that subject. I mean, it's not like you told us everything either.
I see. Very well then. Dio, it's your turn. What's your profession?
Well, you're probably gonna think I'm full of shit, but...
Ringmaster.
I'm a circus ringleader.
What? That was right! A ringleader?
You're kidding.
Nope. I'm the real deal. I lead a company of about 50 people. We travel all over the world. It was my grandfather's grandfather who founded it, but my father died at a young age. I'm a 5th generation ringleader.
I thought he was just like a freaking... I thought he's just like, I don't know, bougie, wearing bougie clothes. He thinks he's all cool or something.
My old man was a trapeze artist. He tried to do this quadruple flip and missed.
Ain't no Unikim.
Well, I guess he wasn't really young. He was about 40. Still, he was pretty reckless for a guy that age. Always talking about how he couldn't let the kids show him up.
How can this asshole lead anyone?
Too far.
He puts them in cages like an animal.
I see. You lost your father too, then.
That was actually some bad wording.
Yeah. Shit. Guess I got a little sappy there. Anyway, point is, I don't have any damn idea how I'm connected to Zero. I got grabbed on the last night of one of our tour stops. I'd gone out to a couple bars and gotten shit-faced.
Dio comes complete with a large hat that can hold his assholiness while he is incapacitated.
On my way back to the caravan, this black van pulls up. Somebody grabs me and throws me inside.
A rabbit is actually under his hat. Zero. That rabbit's name is Zero.
Before I can even get a look at him, they hit me with that gas and I'm out like a light. Next thing I know, I'm waking up in the AB room. Anyway, enough about me. We still haven't heard your story, Sigma. Who are you?
I told you guys the first time we met. Don't you remember? I was on my way home from school, and when I got into my car, this white gas started pouring out of everywhere.
Are you some kind of doctor?
Oh, no, I'm still working on my degree. I'm shooting for a PhD, but I'm not quite there yet.
I guess you've been working on that for quite a while, huh?
Yeah, I guess I have.
Can you think of anything that might connect you to any of this?
Believe me, I've thought about it, but I just keep drawing a blank.
What about Zero?
No
Do
idea.
any of the people here look familiar to you?
Nope. You're all strangers. Well, I guess I can't really say for sure about Kay since I haven't seen his face. I suppose it's possible he's someone I know.
Just who is he anyway?
Until that amnesia clears up, I don't think we've got any way of knowing.
Oh, come on. You know he's full of shit.
You still don't believe him?
Of course not.
Okay, well, Kay is a bit of a mystery, but what about some of the others? Clover, for instance, what does she do?
I think she's a student.
Who is your daddy and what does he do? I think she is a student.
At night, she's a waitress or a bartender or something.
What about Quark? He is an underage drinker. These are like beer bongs. Well, I guess he probably doesn't really have a job, huh? He's still in elementary school, right? Why is that funny?
It's nothing. Just forget about it. Yeah, you're right.
He flunked. He's a preschooler.
Boy his age would be in elementary school.
You really don't know much, do you? About Quark, I mean.
And if it makes you feel better, sure.
Not just juice boxes and chips. They're empty, though.
Well, I know a little about Luna.
Oh, really? Don't act like you know her. You don't know her.
I got her talking when we were in the infirmary.
Okay.
She says she's got some sort of medical license or something.
She's a nurse?
It could mean she's a doctor.
I don't know. She didn't say. Just going by how she looks, though, I'd guess nurse.
What is that supposed to mean, huh? Dude's prejudice.
That leaves us with Phi. She's the most mysterious to me. What does a girl like that do?
You've been around her the most, Sigma. She told you anything?
Look, I just don't know, alright? It's just kind of there. Like, I looked at you.
She kicks ass and takes names. She's a fighter.
And some part of my brain just said, that's Sigma.
No, nothing in particular.
Sure.
Yeah. She's a real mystery, alright. Honestly know about as much as you do, so basically nothing. I hadn't really realized it until I said it. I'd spent hours with Phi, and yet I know nothing about her except her name, and I only had her word that even that was the truth. Oh shit, I didn't know you could do that. Nice. The more I thought about it, the more suspicious she seemed. A fake detective, a waitress, a garbage collector, an elementary school kid, a nurse, and a circus ringleader. Plus 2 total mysteries. What do we all have in common? Freaking the village people. I don't think Zero would just grab a bunch of people randomly.
There's no point to talking about this.
We know. They don't know. We know.
We should just focus on getting out of here.
Mm-hmm. They're espers. They're from Final Fantasy.
I agree.
I'm gonna go check on the others
Where
then.
do you plan on going?
The crew quarters. I think I'll head to the crew quarters.
I see. Right. Later, bro.
Later, bro. Later, bro. Okay. I headed out of the infirmary.
Oh, Sigma.
Oh. It's all new dialogue.
Perfect timing.
You were in the crew quarters before, weren't you?
Yeah, I was. Alice and I went through all the rooms.
Did you find anything suspicious?
Like a secret door or something?
Did you see the poster? That was pretty cool. If I had, you really think I wouldn't have told you?
Anything else out of the ordinary, perhaps?
Out of the ordinary?
What's this book?
Huh? Oh, that's a book. A Meowth Cats. A Meowth Cats. I don't know what this means in that context. That's a book, A Meowth Cats. Oh, about cats? A Meowth Cats. Yeah, it doesn't sound. That's yeah.
A meowth?
Oh, sorry. It's just this thing that's happened to me ever since I was a kid. About, yeah. Whenever I start talking about cats, I start talking like one. It doesn't really mean anything, though.
Oh, okay.
Kay's like, you freaking weirdo.
That's weird. So what's the cat book about?
Oh, well, there's this quantum physics thought experiment called Schrodinger's cat. His book talks, a Meowth it.
Oh, yes, I've heard about that. A cat is put in a box with a device that has a random chance to release a poison which will kill the cat. That means the cat is both alive and dead until someone opens the box. Something like that, right?
Yeah, it's like a dilemma. Meowbee?
What?
I don't really know anything meowed it. I'm just telling you what Fi told
So
me.
it probably isn't gonna give us any hints then.
Probably.
Quark, you're doing it too.
Oops.
These two are both great. I liked Kay for the most part, but then he abandoned us like in 2 games, so it's like he has his moments too. And Quark is pretty cool as long as he's not trying to stab himself.
What do you mean?
You checked out the lounge with Clover and Tenmyoji, and Quark was in the infirmary with Dio and Luna. Anything suspicious there?
Well, this whole facility is pretty suspicious, but I suppose that's not what you meant. Well, the puzzles in the lounge were lunar eclipse themed.
Lunar eclipse?
Yes. Apparently, there's supposed to be a lunar eclipse on December 31st, 2028. All the puzzles were related to that somehow.
Isn't that this New Year's Eve?
I suppose it is. Well, I can't say I know what year, or even what day it is, but Clover was saying something to that effect.
Someone should play this in 8 years on the same exact date. That would be cool. The 31st, huh? I've been knocked out at dawn on the 25th, so the 31st would be 6 days after that. Lunar eclipse. What did it have to do with any of this? That rhymes. Try as I might, I couldn't think of any way an eclipse could be connected to our abductions.
What about the infirmary, Quark?
After they watch Back to the Future. Dude, I love Back to the Future. What did you learn today? Is it about the game? What about the infirmary, Quark?
Did you find anything there?
Yeah.
This was my 9-year anniversary of finishing 999. Whoa.
We did find something. Just one thing though.
Man, you're like really good with dates, but I know you said that it's because it happened like when a certain event happened in your life. I'm like terrible with dates. I remember things, but I can never remember when it happened.
Dio and Luna didn't tell you?
No.
Okay. I got it right here. Just a second.
I thought today was Thursday. It's Friday. Oh, you know what I was doing today? I woke up and it was Friday, and I was like, yo, what is the best Friday song. It's not Rebecca Black. I was like, what's the best Friday song? I can't really think of a lot off the top of my head. I know there's a Ice Cube song. I'll listen to that. Underrated, IMO. There's the Katy Perry song. It's all right. But the one that always comes to my head about Friday is the Montel Jordan song. Even though it's not called Friday, like it's about Friday. Quark reached into his pocket and pulled out what appeared to be the newspaper clipping. But yeah, somehow I was doing that. I was like, oh, what song should I listen to about Friday? So I listened to Montel Jordan. I listened to Ice Cube. And then somehow I was like, yo, I gotta listen to freaking... I wanted to listen to the crazy ass Little John song with the crazy funny ass video. So then I started watching that, and then somebody called me, and then I got distracted. The end. My throat began to tighten as I read it. Depends on my mood, but I know none with the word in it. Apparently there's a lot. Radical 6 infection spreads, cure continues to elude authorities. I think I can skip this, right? Nope. Radical 6 virus continues to spread across the globe like wildfire. The band has confirmed that the death toll is estimated to have passed 100,000 victims. Immediate quarantine of any infected pattern. Is this for real?
It seems a little hard to believe.
If only you could skip it. I mean, I could just skip through dialogue, but I don't want to miss anything. But I know like that note. I know what it's going to say. If it really is some kind of pandemic, though, it sounds like a pretty big deal.
It does.
There hasn't been anything on the news, though. This is the first time I've even heard the term Radical 6. Radical 6 sounds like a generic Avengers. Was that true, though? Was that really the first time I heard it? I couldn't shake the feeling that I heard Radical 6 somewhere before. But where? And why?
If it is true, then I worry about what might be happening to the world outside. Is there a pandemic raging on the other side of these walls?
Clover's voice shattered the silence.
Hi, I'm Clover. You guys! Hurry! You need to come with me.
Uh-oh.
Has something happened?
Yes! I mean, sort of. I mean, we found something. What did you find? It's horrible. It's really scary.
Horrible?
Oh, never mind. Just shut up and follow me. You'll understand when you see it.
Where is it?
It's right over here in the next room.
No, I haven't. It's funny because this path is showing a bunch of stuff that I have not seen, which is weird because like the first two initial paths seem super similar.
Just follow me.
What I mean in general is like this arc. This arc showed, just these sections showed all these like things that I haven't seen. Whereas like all of this as a whole, there were so many kind of parts repeated in the same areas. Clover was first into the room, followed quickly by me, Kate, and Quark. Since she said nothing, just pointed under the bed. The three of us crouched down and followed her finger. There it was. Whoa! I saw that in black and white! What the hell is that? That's the thing in Tommy Boy where they put the paper in it and then it goes through the tube.
I think it's a bomb.
Bomb? No way. Oh, snap.
So, thank you, Sigma. Goodbye.
No! Of course, it was the same bomb I'd seen in my vision, then it hadn't been a hallucination. Had it actually been a premonition?
We need to tell everybody. No, it's all right. Luna's out rounding them up. They should be here in just a few seconds. See?
Where is it? Where's this bomb?
Yuta bomb. No sooner had she spoken the words than the rest of our fellow captives appeared. Luna pushed through them and pointed at the bomb.
There. You see?
Oh, what is this? For several long moments, we just stared in silence. Slowly, we began to eye one another. Old suspicion suddenly reawakened. It was Fi who finally broke the silence.
Doesn't look like it has a timed detonator. There must be a remote somewhere.
You're right. It'll probably use an active button or switch of some sort, not a dead man switch. If we can get it, we should be safe as long as we don't press the button.
Who was the first person to find this?
Me. And Luna. We found it while we were searching this room.
I thought you and Luna were in the lounge.
Well, yeah.
Dio, chill out.
We looked all over, but we couldn't find anything there.
So we gave up on the lounge and came here.
I can confirm that. I wanted to look around the lounge some more, so I stayed back. You guys must have found it when you got here then?
Yes.
How did you know it was a bomb?
Well, I mean, I could tell just by looking at it.
Why?
Well, during my train...
Clover!
Diaper trading. Clover's eyes widened and she clapped her hands over her mouth.
Anyway, this is definitely a bomb. I guarantee it.
Yuta bomb.
How do you know?
I just do, okay?
Yoshida bomb.
Sounded pretty sure about the switch, too. How do you know all this?
Let's just say it's an occupational hazard.
What kind of occupation do you have?
I can't tell you that.
She's the bomb identifier.
Spare me the bullshit. This isn't time for keeping secrets.
Please, just trust me.
Fat Lukes.
Look, I know I'm repeating myself, but I'm sure that's a bomb. And it's not just any kind of bomb. It's an antimatter bomb.
Antimatter?
Yo, Janzer, are you gonna get GTFO? I got my eyes on it too. What?
Wait, you mean a bomb that uses annihilation energy?
Oh, you know what that is?
We still gotta play World War Z. We only played one stage.
Anyway, yes, you're right.
What's annihilation?
I know, I kind of feel the same way. I've been burned by alpha games and stuff. What's annihilation?
I would have thought you'd know.
Yeah, I know. I haven't been able to play it since we played, but I liked it for what it was. I thought it was solid.
Huh? Why?
Well, your name is Quark. You do know what that means, right?
Yeah?
Yeah?
Grandpa told me about it. He said it's an elementary particle, one of the smallest bits of matter, but I don't really know anything else.
I see.
Yeah, maybe. Oh, maybe we can play this weekend. We'll see. No pressure.
Can you explain it to him, Tenmyoji?
I haven't, played anything besides streaming.
Me?
Well, you know him best. I thought you could explain it best.
Let me think. I don't know. It's hard to think of a way to explain it in simple terms.
You want me to do it?
Yes, please.
Fi nodded and turned to Quark.
Okay. To begin with, we usually refer to bits of matter as particles, but there are also these things called antiparticles.
Still a lot of family stuff lately. Yeah, I mean the holidays and everything. I understand. Same boat.
For example,
It's still
an
kind of.
electron is a particle with a negative charge.
It still does kind of feel like an extended holiday. I feel like on Monday things will kind of reset. An electron is a particle with a negative charge.
It has a sort of opposite, which is the antiparticle called the positron. It has a positive charge instead of a negative one, like the electron.
Okay.
So, protons have antiprotons, and neutrons have antineutrons.
Okay. Jimmy Neutron. I got you.
Antimatter is a general term that covers all the antiparticles.
Antimatter. Yeah, the game. I remember. Yep.
The thing that's interesting about antimatter is that because it's the opposite of normal matter, when they collide, they both sort of cancel each other out.
Okay. Like magnets. Yeah.
When they cancel each other out, though, it releases a whole bunch of energy. That process is called annihilation. So, an antimatter bomb is a bomb that uses annihilation energy.
Sorry. I don't really get it.
Oh. All right, how about this? You've got men and women, right? They're kind of like complete opposites. What happens when you put them together?
They do the deed.
Well, if there were, quantum men and women, then when you put them together, they disappear. Because their opposite elements cancel each other out. Like when a plus cancels out a minus, you get 0. That's annihilation. But when you get annihilation, you also get...
I know! A baby!
Exactly. In this case, the baby you get is the energy from the annihilation.
The baby you get is the energy from the annihilation. A baby!
It's not a real baby, of course, but like a baby, it's got all sorts of potential to do amazing things.
That's kind of a strange explanation.
You followed it, though, right?
Yeah!
Yeah, but that thing under the bed isn't going to be making a baby. Just how big of an explosion are we gonna get here?
It's pretty simple, actually. Just use Einstein's E = mc squared.
Okay, basically it'll blow off her toilet seat.
The mass lost during annihilation will be converted to energy, so...
So you would take the total mass of matter and antimatter and multiply it by the speed of light squared. That should get you the amount of energy.
I must protect the child. Heading out to play games with friends. And no, you're good. No worries. Have fun. Enjoy your games. I will see you soon. Have a good one.
For example, let's say that it has 350 milligrams of antimatter.
Going to the LBC.
That would mean there would also be 350 milligrams of matter, right?
So you'd have 700 milligrams total.
Yes. That means annihilation would produce roughly 63 trillion joules.
Annihilation. I know joules. That's what they put in the power strips, you know. 63 trillion joules?
That's about as much energy as the Hiroshima bomb.
Hiroshima?
What the? You've got to be kidding me.
There's a lot of information to process.
There's only 350 milligrams of stuff in there.
Well, technically it's 700 milligrams since you have the matter and the antimatter.
That's not the point. We're talking about something that weighs less than a gram, being equal to a bomb that weighed like 10,000 pounds.
Don't get so excited. I think I know what kind of bomb this is. It's probably using antihydrogen. There should only be about 25 micrograms of material in there.
That's less than 1,000th of a gram. So you'd only get about 45 billion joules of energy, right?
How are they doing the math?
What does that mean?
About as much explosive power as 1 ton of TNT.
A ton?
Yes. well, approximately.
And how exactly should I not worry about that? That's enough to blow up a 10-story building!
They're good at math. It's a requirement to be abducted.
True. But it's a lot less powerful than an atomic bomb. We don't know how big this place is. If we can get far enough away from the bomb, we might have a chance of survival.
Perhaps, but how do we know this is the only bomb?
What do you mean?
Look at it carefully.
There's a number 3 on it.
It's got a number 3. Do you see it?
Yeah, you're right.
If the bombs are numbered,
then there could be a number 2 bomb or a number 1 bomb out there, huh?
Yes.
We got in through our ability to remember passwords.
There's no way to know if this is the final bomb either. There could be a 4th, or a 5th, or...
Anyway, we can't just sit here and do nothing. We should move it. Somewhere.
Dio step forward and reach for the bomb.
No! Don't touch it!
Alice grabbed Dio by the wrist and jerked him away from the bed. Yo, that's dirty.
What the hell do you think you're doing? Have you got a death wish or something?
Why you jerking me?
This bomb is here because somebody planted it. Do you really think they didn't rig it to go off if some idiot tried to move it?
Whoa. He's only ill-informed, okay? I kid, if Sigma is going for his PhD, he is probably okay at math.
Well, then what the fuck are we supposed to do?
Yeah, what the fuck?
We'll just have to leave it be for now. Until we can find the detonator or figure out how to turn it off.
And you're telling us we should just prance off and ignore the incredibly deadly bomb that is probably gonna kill us all?
There's not much else we can do.
Yes, no tachi. No tachi the bomb. No tachi. Forget Sigma is going. Forget. Dude, I wouldn't have thought he is a PhD student. Even though we haven't really seen him. I thought he was like a on the football team or something. Not to say football, football players don't go for PhDs or anything. That's like bomb safety 101. Don't touch the bomb. He's fucking stupid. No touch, no jerk, nothing.
Do you know how to turn it off?
You hit the power button.
Well, there is a way.
Then spill the beans, lady.
You get the anti-bomb and then you put the bomb and the anti-bomb together and it creates a anti-annihilation bomb.
How do we turn the damn thing off?
There should be an emergency deactivation password.
He's like, spill the beans like Kevin in The Office.
If you enter that password, the device should, well, deactivate.
Oh shoot. Wait, password? Hold on. There should be an emergency deactivation password. I remember that computer in the beginning. I don't know if that's related to the bomb or anything, but there's a lot of places where we can enter passwords, so I'm probably wrong. So we just need to get this password.
That's right.
But there's no keyboard or anything on the bomb.
Look again. You see it? Right here.
There's like
a port.
A plug, yeah.
If we can find the password input device, we just connect it here. Then we can enter the password.
Bomb, baby. That's the bomb, baby.
Who would do something like this?
I have no idea. But we can figure out when they did it.
It's crazy. This side has so much going on.
When you and I searched this room, we didn't find anything, right? So that means the bomb must have been planted after we'd left.
After we left, huh? But when we went and checked the chromatic doors, we were all there. And after that, we've all been around other people. There's no way anyone could have snuck off to plant it.
I don't know about that. After we finished the AB game, we all split up. But if someone planted it right before then...
What do you mean?
Oh, yeah. You don't know, do you? Before we went off to the 3 rooms, we searched the hallway. Everybody was all split up.
Yeah, anyone could have come by here then. It would have been easy to sneak away.
You know, I don't remember seeing you around, Sigma.
Is this when we're trapped in the room with Phi? No, I don't think so.
What were you doing?
Well, I was just kind of deep in thought, I guess. I stayed behind in the warehouse when you guys went off. Okay, now you think I'm a suspect? Sigma did it. Hey, why are you guys giving me that look? You don't think I planted it, do you? It's funny that you say that because a little part of me is like, yo, what if Sigma did everything, but we like pass out and it doesn't show those things because like time is sped up or slowed down or something and we don't know.
I never said that.
Not out loud, you didn't. That would be a great twist. You know, because the protagonist that you play is usually not that person that does those things, right? And it doesn't, the only, like, you play that person so you logically don't suspect that they did it, but because of how this game works, it's possible that those things could have happened while we were like, I don't know what you call it, in a daze or something, but it doesn't actually show that part. Yeah, like tranced. You've got to be kidding me. I don't know anything about this bomb.
Really? Are you sure? Back when we were in the AB room, you said you saw the moment when the bomb exploded.
That was just I could hardly say a premonition. If they didn't think it was the worst lie on the planet, they'd think I was insane. I know. That's happened a lot in this game though. Like everyone just like gangs up on one person. They were talking earlier about the prisoner's dilemma, which was actually really interesting, where it showed a picture of a apple and a banana, and apple and banana were both sent to jail, and then a detective came and basically told them the exact same thing. If they don't confess to the crime, then they both get alright, I did a very bad job of explaining because I don't remember the exact times, but basically it's like if you confess before the other person does, you only have to be in jail for like a year, and then the other person has to be in jail for like 15 years. If you both don't confess, you end up in jail for like 2 years each or something like that, or like 5 years, I don't know. And then if you both confess, you both get 10 years, something like that. So the dilemma is like, if you think in a logical way, sorry, it's gonna call. If you think logically, you would betray because, or you would confess because you don't know if the other person is reliable, but that's actually the worst way to decide, because if you actually consider the amount of years combined, it makes more sense for you to not say anything or something, or yeah, to not confess. I don't know. They explained it a lot better in the game. Wait. This doesn't make any sense. According to Tenmyoji, any one of us could have been in here. Why am I the only one who's under suspicion? Also, there's no way to know the culprit here is actually one of us. Maybe there's someone else in here and they set up the...
Impossible.
Why?
There's no way that would get past Zero. And there's no way Zero would let anybody do something that would get in the way of the game going forward.
What? When you say Zero, you mean the AI, right?
Of course.
This is confusing. From now on, let's refer to the real Zero, the one behind all of this, as Zero Senior, which would, of course, make the AI Zero Junior.
Okay, fine with me. Anyway, whichever one it is, they're not going to let a 10th person in. There's no way.
What if the 10th person is Zero Senior?
I don't think it could be.
Why not?
Well, Zero Junior said so. He said that the real Zero was one of us.
Fi and Clover were right. There couldn't be a 10th guest, and Zero Senior was without a doubt one of us. But if that was the case, then could Zero Senior have planted the bomb? If not, then who had? Alice? Dio? Luna? Kay? Clover? Tenmyoji? Fi? Or... It seemed insane, but could it have been Quark? Yes. No. Why would Zero Senior have gone to all the trouble of setting a bomb? To make this game more exciting? To make it seem more dangerous? No, it didn't fit at all. I know why. It's to create that tension so it amplifies their telepathic powers. See, we know this. But if that was the case, then the person who planted the bomb was someone other than Zero Senior.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
This is bad.
What is it?
Press the buttons on your bracelet.
Child assassin? It was Quark. No one suspects the child. Aw, shit. Is this for real?
We've only got 4 minutes until the chromatic doors open.
Let's go then.
You're right. This bomb thing is gonna have to wait until later.
Alright, come on everybody. Alright, I have a theory. I have a theory. I'm waiting until it stops though.
Chromatic doors have 5 minutes.
The doors have opened.
Alright, this is my theory. So, there was 2 experiments that this whole game, or whoever set this game up, was trying to do. Number 1 is if you go a certain direction, they're trying to test the effects of Radical 6. Whether it's how long it takes to trigger, or whatever. One side is Radical 6 based. The other side is testing the whole like telepathic power stuff that they usually did in the Nonary games, which is the bomb element was placed on this side because they're trying to amplify the abilities of all the people that were abducted into the games, like in the previous games. But yeah, so those are the 2 elements. Radical 6 could be an element here too. I mean, it has to be because it's been in every section. I mean, it's always been one of the primary parts of the game. But the bomb element has never been introduced until we hit on this side. The doors have opened.
We need to figure out who's going where and fast.
Can I skip now? Nope. Tension after tension, exactly.
We don't have time to wait for you to figure it out. Just pay attention. I'm only gonna say this once.
If I laid out our options. Skip. Option A, Luna and I pair. We're with Luna! Pair up with Clover Cyan to open the green door. Tenmyoji and Dio Magenta pair up with Alice Yellow to open the red door. Kay and Quark Cyan pair up with Fi Magenta to open the blue door. Have we been green, red, and blue. We have. Which means that, I don't know, can we skip it? Option B, Luna and I yellow pair up with 5 magenta to open the red door. Tembioji and Dio magenta pair up with cyan to open the blue door. K and Quark cyan pair up with Alice yellow to open the green door. Option C, Luna and I yellow pair up with Alice yellow to open the blue door. Tembioji and Dio pair up with Phi to open the green door. K and Quark cyan pair up with Clover cyan to open the red door. I know we'll be with Luna. Luna is at 5. We're at 1. Alice is at 6. I guess, I don't know. Sigma and Quark.
Remain until chromatic doors.
Okay, how are we going to do
We need a
this?
system here, or we'll never have time to argue it out. Why don't we let the people who are at the most disadvantage right now decide?
The most
the
what?
people who only have 1 BP.
Oh, so that would be me, you, and Tembioji.
No way. I refuse.
Well, then what would you
We'll be
suggest?
fair and take a vote.
A vote? So we all just like raise our hands for the option we want?
Exactly.
So which one do you want, Alice?
Option C. I want to go with Sigma and Luna.
What? You crazy. Tough. Pick something else.
My. Looks like you're not so fond of me anymore. Do you agree with him, Luna?
I'll just let Sigma decide.
Fine.
I'd like option C too. Clover and I were a pair for the first round, so I feel that I can trust her. What about you, Quark?
That's fine with me.
So that's 3 votes for option C, counting mine. How about the rest of you?
I'd like to pair up with Sigma and Luna too.
So option B then. So in this case, we would go through the red door. But we would be against Phi. We could actually like kill her if we wanted to. No! I like to go with Phi. You good with that, Luna?
Sure. I really don't mind.
Then we've got 3 votes for option B.
I'd like to go with option A.
You want to pair up with Alice? You're a strange duck.
How about you, Tenmyoji?
I don't mind going with option A.
1 minute.
So 2 votes for A and 3 votes for B and C. If Clover's vote doesn't decide this thing, we're gonna have to figure something else out.
Which one do you want, Clover?
I want to go with option C.
No!
Quark chose Ally in the first round, and I was with K in the first round.
Then that's what we're doing.
Damn it! She's on Alice's side! Option C had won 4 votes. We were almost out of time, and I didn't exactly have a convincing argument. I was going to have to go with the majority.
10 seconds remain until chromatic
Yeah, we don't get to
doors
choose.
close.
I mean, it's a straight line down.
9, 8, 7.
The doors are closing. Let's go!
Come on, Luna, hurry up. We've got to get to the blue door.
Right.
Alice is rebellious. She looks rebellious. Alice is the killer. It's Sigma, Quark, and Alice now. Of course, when Alice is winning, we don't get a say. What all did I miss since we don't like Alice anymore? She betrayed us. I just like to accuse. Let's accuse everyone. Everyone is a killer. Luna, Alice, and 9 dashed towards the blue door. I looked over my shoulder in time to see the others disappearing into their doors. Clover, Quark, and Kay had ended up with the red door, and Phi, Dio, and Tembioji had gone to the green door.
2, 1, 0. Chromatic doors closing.
We've been here. We've done this. Hopefully we don't have to do it again. Huh? UC0 is a... Wait, okay, let's be real. Luna couldn't hurt a fly. I know. That's Luna for you. C0 is a circle, and a circle is what you get when you link everyone's hands left, right. So they all did it. I mean, it kind of works, man.
It looks like they're all locked, though.
Does that mean this is just a dead end?
Well, there's a weird lever thing over
Try
here.
pulling it.
Can we skip this? Oh, it's different people. How about you try pulling it?
Hey, what's with all this hostility? Are you still mad about the last AB game?
Mm-hmm. Of course I am.
Please don't fight.
Oh, God. You're upsetting. We're upsetting Luna.
We need to work together, or we're really going to be in trouble. Please.
Ugh.
Very well.
You and Alice gave in.
I'll pull the lever then. Is that okay?
Yeah, go right ahead. See if I care.
Wow, Alice, really? Everyone here secretly needs one other person to die. One of the doors opened.
But only one. I wonder how you open the other ones.
Who cares? We should get moving.
Jesus. It's like the anti-Luna. Whoa. This is new. This is like Biodome. What is this place? Don't tell me we somehow managed to get outside.
Look up. There's a ceiling up there.
Yeah, I remember the door said Bee Garden or something. What's Bee Garden? Balam Garden!
Or maybe beautiful?
Final Fantasy VIII? This room is such a breath of fresh air compared to the others. I know, that's why I'm like, I'm surprised. It's nice. Huh?
This feels like a whole other little world.
A whole new world. Like an oasis in the middle of all this metal.
I feel kind of weird saying this, considering where
Shining,
we are.
shimmery, splendid. I feel kind of weird saying this considering where we are, but...
This place feels so liberating. All of this green. It's wonderful.
You're wonderful.
It's huge, though. We'll wear ourselves ragged trying to search the whole thing.
This must be the exit. Damn, well, so much for this being easy. It's locked.
We should split up and look around.
Agreed.
Fine. Seek a way. Alright. New puzzle. We gonna be here for a while. Whoa, there's arrows. I've never seen arrows before. Holy crap, 36. Everyone was fighting and they stopped when they saw this room. It's nice. It's probably the side effect of a nerve toxin that is slowly killing them. I like your theories, Janser. We're going to have to cross the water to get over there. Please be careful. If you slip, you can fall into the stream. You mean like Twitch stream? Clicking the blue arrow will move you from the current area to the adjacent one. Hold up. A large Japanese Zelkova tree. Gotta stay woke. The nerve toxin is Dio. There's a red spotted mushroom growing in the shadow of this tree. I think there's something here, but I can't really tell. What is that? Maybe I should get a closer look. Oh, so we... Okay. It's kind of a weird spot. Oh, what is this? There's a circular indentation in this panel, and there are 2 fan-shaped holes inside it. Look carefully. Hey Iris, how's it going? What up, Iris? It looks like a butterfly. Alright, we got a shovel. I can't see anything from here. There's something here. I need to get closer. Whoa. There are 3 red buttons on this panel. I pushed them, but nothing happened. Do you think they're broken? Maybe you just need to press them in a specific order. I think maybe you need to press the buttons in a specific order. Do you think maybe the order is written down somewhere? Probably. Wow, they even made a waterfall. Hold on, doesn't it look like there's something built into the rock wall behind the waterfall? Yeah, the walkway goes under, doesn't it? I wonder what's back there. Whoa. I'm gonna dig somebody's grave. A steel-colored shovel. It's not rusty at all. Maybe keeping it in the shed kept it from rusting. This had to be for digging stuff up. I can't think of any other use for it. Oh wait, there's a key right here. Huh? There's something next to my foot. A small copper key. Probably goes in a keyhole. I mean, what else do you do with the key? Okie dokie. Whoa. Metal rod. Almost looks like a metal shaft. The tip has an octagonal hole. It looks kind of like a wrench. This is like very maze-like. It's just a flower pot. There's nothing special about it at all. Wait! Don't people usually hide their house keys under a flower pot or in the mailbox? They do? Just trust me. I'm sure there's something under there. Wow! She's the killer! Silver key. It was Luna all along. Luna knows too much. Hey, it's a paprika. No, that's a pepper, probably a bell pepper. Paprika is what you call the spice you make from them. Oh, huh? Why is it split in half? I'm not sure. Wait, is there something in there? Oh yeah, let me take a look. Oh, yellow coin. Who did Luna kill? Luna killed Depression. And pepper that's been split in half. This is where I found the yellow coin. The coin was inside this pepper, right? Maybe there are things in the other vegetables too. I'm like killing everyone's immersion. Someone was growing tomato vines on these stakes. Each vine has several red tomatoes hanging off of it. There are leaves sprouting out of the ground here. They look like onions. Dude, I can go for some onion rings. There are some vines with cucumbers growing on them hanging off of the frame. Dude, I can go for some fried cucumbers. Actually, no. I was thinking zucchini, but yeah. She kills my depression daily. She has a very sweet sounding voice. Alright, what is this? We got a island into a red box. We got a mushroom into the white box. And we got, what is this, lilies? Kala lilies? I don't know. Orchids? Lilies? Into the yellow box. Sounds yummy. A little too sweet. She killed everyone. She's Zero Junior and Senior. She knows Hongu. We must suspect everybody. Whoa! A metal scale. There's a plate on each side. On the right plate, a small golden key. Probably goes in a keyhole. I mean, what else do you do with the key? And on the left plate, whoa!
This looks like a paring knife.
What's that?
It's a knife you use for small, delicate work like veining shrimp, but you can use it to cut pretty much anything.
That's awesome. You know all about cooking and stuff. I bet Alice just cuts things with her bare hands.
I guess it's time I showed you how good I am at cooking things. I think I'll start by cooking you.
Sorry. She's gonna eat us. Piece of metal. I think this is part of something. This part here kind of looks like a butterfly. Yeah, I can see that, like the wings. I was hurting my throat. The other side is a sort of octagonal shape. Octagonal shape. Oh. Does this combine with that tube looking thing?
Whoa! Hell yeah, dude.
I wonder if we like balance it. This is a balance scale. Alright, you can put things on the place to see what's heavier. Put a shovel on there. A balance scale. I can use it to weigh things. I can't put anything. Alright. It was Alice. Oh. A white flower with green leaves. It's a skunk cabbage. The white flower part is actually a leaf. It looks like there's some sort of tile mosaic on the bottom of the pond. A lion? Yeah. Looks like a lion, alright. The mosaic. Tutui! Tutui ego eres. Yo, someone translate. Metal detector? Oh, snap. Oops. This is a metal detector. It's pretty much what it says on the tin. You use it to detect metal. What sort of range do you think it has? It depends on the amount of metal. Large objects can be detected even if they're several meters underground. One sec, guys. Hold on. Alright, ladies and gents, we got 5 minutes. 5 minutes remaining. That's amazing! But what about small things like a ring or a screw? Yeah, unfortunately, sometimes you can't find that sort of thing, even if it's only a few centimeters underground. Oh, so you need to be pretty close to it for the metal detector to work then. Okie dokie, hokey. Alright, this looks like I put like a key or something here. It looks like a tombstone. So the people buried here are Mr. Tufui and Mrs. Ego Eris. What? Well, that's what it says. Dufui ego iris. That's an something that they feel represents them, or just a phrase they like. What does it mean? Beats me. Any ideas, Luna? It looks like it's Latin, but I don't know what it means either. Did you see this? It looks like there's a keyhole down here near the bottom. You're right. Yo, I'm gonna get some Zambies. Buy one, get one free. Let's see if the key I've got works. Nope, no luck. I don't think this key is for the keyhole. Nope. Is that a Japanese Zelkova? It can grow to over 20 meters, so this one is probably still pretty young. Does that mean it'll break through the ceiling eventually? Then maybe we can use it to escape. Hey, that's a great idea. Why didn't I think of that? Oh, I know, because it's idiotic! She's so mean. Alright, what's up? Tomatoes? Alright, let's go use the pipe thingamabobber. Or whatever the hell it's called. The handle fits perfectly into the hole in the wall. Good, now try turning it. When I turned the handle, it got dark. It looks like the light up there went down. Maybe that light was sort of a surrogate sun. If that's the case, it didn't just get dark, it became nighttime. So the garden needs nighttime? I guess so. Or maybe there's some hidden meaning in switching from night to day. Let's go see if anything changed now that it's dark. If we want it to be afternoon again, all we have to do is turn the handle, right? Okie dokie. Whoa. Hey, look at that. Are these stars? Maybe the idea was that when night falls, the stars come out. Whoa. Pink, blue, magenta, blue, yellow. Magenta, blue, yellow, green, and pink. The stars showed up once night fell. I wonder if there's some significance to that. The star is definitely red. The light is right underneath it. This is a big star. So far I found one star. The star looks pretty green. That's a pretty small star. I'm impressed you even saw it. So far I found two. Alright, we're just gonna click on all of them. Yellow, size, shape, and color are all exactly what I'd expect from a star. I guess you could say this is a typical star. I would say it's mid-size. So far I found three. This one's blue. Reach out and grab it. How romantic. Well, I am a woman. It looks a little large for me to carry though. So far I found four. Alright, there should be one more. Right? There was like a purple one somewhere. I don't know where the other one is. Oh, here we go. The star is purple. It's so small and cute. So far I found 5 stars. Alright, we found all of them, but I have not. I don't know. I won't write it down yet. What do the stars mean? Alright, so basically we only can mess with the stars while it's dark. Turning the handle back made the room bright again. The light that went down when you turned the night on came back up. So now the sun is out and it's gone from night to afternoon. A red spotted mushroom. I think I'll try digging here. Whoa. This box has a silver lid. Can't get it open. Yeah, we can. Doubly torn scrap of paper. The piece of paper I got out of the silver box. Two opposing edges are on it are torn. Where is that? That's a ways away. Okay, yellow, green patch. A green patch somewhere. A green patch. You're going to dig up the skunk cabbage? Poor thing, it's never done anything to you. Don't worry, I'll replant it when we're done. Oh yeah. We're close. Alright, and a patch of like soil or something. Oh, right here. What is that? Maybe I should get a maybe I should take a closer look. All right, let's try digging here. All right, all right. Paper with dots. This piece of paper has 7 red dots on it and an arrow running down the left edge. Maybe we're supposed to read this in the direction of the arrow. It looks like the dots are all either in the middle, on the left, or on the right. You know what this reminds me of? In 999 there was like a, I think on the first puzzle there was a similar paper with an arrow like this. We got the paper, we got the coin, I don't know where to put it. Metal detector. Something builds to the rock wall behind the waterfall. Can't get through it. Alright guys, I am gonna go ahead and end it here because it has been more than 5 minutes and I've been trying to extend the time as much as I can, but I really do gotta go or else I'm gonna be in big trouble. So I'm gonna call it here. 8:29 p.m. 3 hours 19 minutes and 52 seconds exactly. Pretty solid stream. Okay, now I really gotta go. Pretty solid stream today, but yeah, we made some decent progress. We went down the tree on the right side. We found a bomb, like all kinds of like crazy stuff was kind of discovered. It's weird because it's like it's a lot different than the other paths, but I like it. We are, yeah, this one's like pretty far down too. But yeah, it is Friday. I don't have a schedule on the weekend, But as usual, I mean, if there is an opportunity to stream, I will. I won't always play, like, this is considered our main game. I won't always play the main game, especially if it's like a really odd time or something. But as usual, I will let you guys know via Twitter and Discord. So check those out. But other than that, thank you very much for watching, lurking, and listening today. Thank you everybody for kicking it in the chat. Thank you for the subs. Thank you for the hosts. Zod Zerk, Evil Mr. High, Latency Lounge, Bookmark, Decap, Will 2C, Real Killer Miss, Chains on Chaos, Wobotron, Crimsonish, Eddie Ammo Gaming, Death Quan, Pooh Ha, Noob Queen, Family, Sabbath the Berber, Dryad, and everybody else that hosted. Thank you very much. You should stream some World War Z. Yeah, I thought about it. I've been contemplating streaming different things and whatnot, and even though we're like a ways away from passing this, I mean, I think about what we should play or stream every day. I have a lot of, I don't know, but I like change my mind all the time. But I have thought about streaming World War Z, of course. Plus, I think it's a pretty good game, so I wouldn't be like opposed to it. But as far as like what we'll play next after this, I have no idea. I don't know. I mean, you guys know how it is. I kind of decide on the day of, but like I always think about it though. Typically with randos, thank you for being a friend. Exactly. Golden Girls. I've never seen Golden Girls. I can't confirm or deny that they say that. But yeah, guys, if I do not see you this weekend, I will see you guys on Monday. I started kind of late today, around 5 o'clock, but I did get to stream pretty late, 8:30-ish. But I gotta go. Thanks again. Take care. If I don't see you guys this weekend, enjoy your Friday and enjoy your weekend. I will see you when I see you. Take care. Have a good one. Peace.